Live broadcast, no data. Let's see if it's actually on though, because YouTube likes to do problems. Live Elite Spec Beta. Don't really care. Yeah, we are live. Oh shit. Oh shit, it's actually live. Go figure. Okay, we're gonna pop out this chat. Then I need to go to Kick. See if we are. Can be live on Kick as well. Edit. And Jerry. Episode 5 editing. Some yaks too. Okay. And then pop out the chat as well. Need this, don't need that, don't need this. Don't need this, don't need that. And don't need this. Oh, I needed one other thing. What's this? Oh, yeah, it's that. Don't need this here. Put that there. Like I have way too many things open. Streamlabs real quick. Log in with Twitch. Should we lose our way? Tired of our place. Launch show test YouTube sub.
Ha ha! Acceptance
At long last. I love it. Okay.
At long last.
Alright, that's enough of you. That is enough of you. Okay, so speaking of things I want to react to, we'll start with that honestly, because might as well, right? Before we go into Guild Wars 2, I also need to do I need to do my fractals too. And then we're gonna work on it. Okay, let's also see how's the sound. It's a bit high, right? Well, it should be fine for watching a video though. So I heard World of Warcraft has a new cinematics. One is the Delve Showcase, that's I don't care about. Arena Showcase, unless they change how PvP works, I really don't care about that. Midnight Gameplay Reveal, we'll do that. And also there is the Midnight Cinematic. This one, right? Yeah. You know what? Let's start with the gameplay reveal. I feel like we should watch that first. God, that is loud.
The light flickers, and in its trembling glow, you still cling to hope. How quaint.
Don't care about player housing, I'm not gonna lie. My homestead is pretty much as empty as the day I got it. I think housing in these games are just like overrated. I get that some people like them. Like personally, like this is not something that would bring you to the game. It's a nice feature to have, but it's not something that would be like, oh my god, I can't believe WoW is getting fucking housing. I'm gonna come back. This is not a feature that brings people back. It's especially like it's too little too late for that. It's nice for the people who are already playing. Okay, 12 of us. Finally, you can fly there. Holy shit, man. I wonder if it's updated for like leveling as well. Wait, hold up. Look at these guys. What is going What are these? Those look
The shadow is
black
closing in.
light. That's fine.
It hungers to devour.
Bro, how are you gonna go and ruin Leandra? She got the Amazon treatment, bro.
Everything.
Zulaman again, bro. Third time Zulaman, bro. Let's go. Harandir. I guess that's where the Harandir are. Okay. Should be Harandir. D-U-R-R. Harandir. That looks cool.
Our home. Our kin. Our hope.
I honestly like these are like types of feature where I'm like, housing should not be an expansion feature in my opinion. I thought the same with the Guild Wars 2. It is a cool feature to have, but I don't think it's an expansion feature. Does that make sense? I feel like it's a patch feature. Kind of thing that's like, yeah, hey, we added housing too. Like that's how unimportant it is for me.
We cannot succumb to fear.
I know a lot of people.
We must not falter.
Prey, I'm going to assume Prey is going to be again. Maybe they already explained. I'm assuming Prey is Final Fantasy XIV's hunts. I feel like that's what it's going to be, or bounties in Guild Wars 2. I feel like that's what it's going to be.
There will be no victory without suffering.
Around whatever gives a shit.
No survival
Mortals.
without sacrifice. You feel it, don't you?
Okay. Dude, didn't they promise this like third spec for Demon Hunters in like the Dragonfly? I thought it's already out. Or was it that? Oh no, it was for the Dragon dudes actually.
The call of the void.
I know this is like a major.
Devouring host with no mercy, no equal.
Like it looks like an intelligence class kind of thing. Okay.
Come.
I like these ones though. This looks cool. This one's like whatever. That's the old model, but like I like this. This actually looks cool.
Lights and be.
But it's also weird to add new void creatures at this point because it's like, I mean, it's nice. They look cool as fuck, but it's like they're coming from the same place as everything else from the void. Like, how come we only see them now? Like, you know, like I'm being like extra assholey about it, but like, I mean, it's cool to have them.
Darkest night falls upon us, but if we stand together, the dawn will come. I call upon you now, champions of the light, defenders of Azeroth.
I love when she says champions of the light.
Champions of the light.
It's like, imagine like in a movie where you have like a nun coming out with like a shotgun. Champions of the light. Oh yeah, I'm championing the light. Like what?
Defenders of Azeroth. Summon your strength. Steel your hearts. Because today, we fight.
Hey! Oh! Wow! I got to turn on the camera. I mean, okay. Nothing here is very like. Was there like no gameplay features? I mean, Prey. They got Prey. Allied race doesn't matter because it doesn't change anything for like the class itself. On depends on like the racial, but like racial shouldn't really change much realistically, in terms of gameplay. So Allied race, okay. One new spec, okay, and Prey. Whatever Prey means. Where is it? Somewhere here. New feature Prey. Which sounds like bounties from Guild Wars 2 or hunts from Final Fantasy XIV. Which, by the way, I am all for stealing content, borrowing content, whatever you want to call it, from other games that are good. Okay, maybe they can make it better. Here's the thing, though. Stop making it an expansion feature. Where are the delves? I'm sorry. What wasn't delves supposed to be? Wasn't delves supposed to be like an evergreen feature? Are delves just done? Like were there delves in what's it called? In War Within? Were there delves, or was it only a Dragonflight feature? Let's see. Wow, War Within delves. They did have delves. Everything but delves in War Within. Short form. Okay, so they did have delves. Okay, thank God. Good. If they had it, that's great. Okay, that thing should stay. Having that as a feature. But it doesn't feel evergreen. It feels like they're like, I mean, delves are as evergreen as Mythic Plus, because it's like, well, we keep making dungeons and we keep putting them into Mythic and Mythic Plus. Therefore, Mythic Plus is an evergreen system. That's not exactly what I feel like an evergreen system is. An evergreen system is you don't need to like keep changing it and working and adding to it. It just needs to keep being relevant. So like delve as a system is evergreen, sure. The delves themselves are not evergreen. Does that make sense? So it's like they're literally just like loading themselves up with work, because instead of having features that last forever, they have features they have to keep adding to with every expansion, increasing their workload. So it's like, if before they had, okay, with an expansion we need 5 new zones, 8 dungeons, 3 or 4 raids for the whole expansion, that's what we're working on. Now they have to do all that plus however many new delves they have to get, right? So it's like now they have to work on more stuff, therefore likely based on like how they're barely able to like keep up with their old schedule, how the fuck are they gonna keep up with a new schedule that makes them do more shit, right? And now they're gonna have Prey, so they have to make new Prey for every patch and then new Prey for every expansion if Prey is an evergreen, right? Like they're increasing their own workload, but these systems are not evergreen. It's like we created a system and now we can use the system and create more content with the system. That's basically what it is. So it's like they still have to do more shit, right? Guild Wars 2 released, I don't know, Seitum Province meta, right? Gang Wars. Or, sorry, Aetherblade Assault, right? They don't have to touch Aetherblade Assault anymore. It's there, people do it forever. That's an evergreen system. But the game, the horizontal progression is evergreen by nature. So I don't know how they can make a feature like this evergreen. Torghast had the best chance to be an actual evergreen system if it just, when you go into Torghast, it removes all of your gear, right? And you can only work with powers. Like it strips you of your items, of like the item level, of the stats, everything. And all you can do is level up inside of Torghast and have like a leaderboard, cosmetics, rewards, whatever. That would be an evergreen system. And maybe like add more stuff to it as you go. But obviously they abandoned it. Then they gave you Delves, which is an evergreen system, which is like, is it an evergreen system? Because like you have to add shit to it because the Delves that you did in Dragonflight are not relevant. Anyways, I don't know. I just don't like vertical progression at this point. I know that there are benefits. I don't hate it. I think it's nice to have something to always like reach towards. I can see the appeal, right? Of like, oh my god, new item levels. Oh my god, new power. Oh my god, how will my character feel now? What yada yada. But it always feels like instead of that, it just feels like you're incomplete until you get to that point, right? The 0.0 patch, you can only get a certain percentage of stats, right? Because like there's just less stats to go on the gear. So you can only get like, let's say 20% mastery, 15% crit, 20% haste. And then when the last patch comes out, you are getting 30% haste, 40% mastery, 30% crit. And it's like, holy shit, my class feels so much better now. No, now you feel complete. Whereas before, you were just kind of like struggling to make do, you know? I don't know. That's how I feel about like how they're designing vertical progression. The stat, like the way the stats work, I think is a big problem. Anyways, I talked about this multiple times in a ton of videos ever since fucking Shadowlands. So like, I'm not gonna reiterate. Anyways, let's watch the Midnight. I did see some parts of it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch the rest of it on stream because this shit is not good. What does it say? Looks. Okay, well, he says looks, so that's fine.
The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its...
Bro. At first, I was like, who the fuck is this? At first, I actually, like, I saw this, I was at the gym, and I was just, like, doing my cardio, and I had this on my feed. And I was like, who is this guy? Who is this dude? Okay. Because I couldn't hear. I didn't have my headphones. So I was just watching it, like, pretty much, like, barely hearing anything. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light
Liadrin, it has begun.
And then I was like, Liadrin, bro? And this is why I said, like, in the previous one, Diablo 2 Amazon original versus what do you call it? Resurrected? Images. Like, again, you can't really see her. Obviously, like, she looks like a fucking hag right now. But, like, when you saw her as a kid, you're like, oh my god, who is this hottie? And then you see her and it's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, are you afraid of, like, fucking making women look at this? Look at this! Like, for, like, you know, 1999 graphics, like, good, fucking banging hot. Then you have this fucking old hag. Like, bro. Reddit. Yeah, we need this Amazon. This is what she... Dude, that is actually Fishburne. What's his name? No, fuck, not Fishburne. Dude, the guy who played, oh, wow, how did I even get to Fishburne? Literally the guy... Dude, why did I call him Fishburne? Dude, there's no way. Is it? Oh my god. Dude. Maybe they're modeling all of their women. They might actually be doing that. I think they're modeling all of their women based on this actor. I think I'm onto something. If she smiled and she had the little gap between her, like, front teeth, I think that would be it. Fuck, I forgot his name. Great actor. But, like, dude, what the fuck? That is... Anyways.
I need you with me on the wall.
Gorthamar, the void will envelop us soon. Only the light can save us now.
No. The time for prayer has passed.
The Sunwell will not fall.
Dude, I'm sorry. This looks like a commercial for Raid Shadow Legends. Like, if I'm honest. I don't know. Where's, Battle for Azeroth cinematic trailer.
Firing!
We have her cornered.
Keep firing!
I don't know how to go back. You know, like, they just look more plastic? Or is it just me? Maybe it's the lighting. I don't know. I don't know if it's the same people who made this cinematic or not, but, like, I don't know. This looks like a Raid Shadow Legends fucking cinematic. it just looks. Maybe they tried like ultra realistic style. That's why it looks so bad. I don't know, but like, dude, it used to look. I mean, look at the fur, right? On what's his face?
Cornered.
Look how beautiful this looks. Even though there is like some semblance of realism, but like it still looks very fantasy. This looks like they took people and they put ears on them and huge ass fucking eyebrows. Like this looks like ultra realism, which is like, I don't know, doesn't feel like WoW. I don't know. Just looks like, you know, if you try to make like a Hollywood movie, like a live action movie, this is the CGI that the characters would look like.
Not while I draw breath. Little elves.
Again, they're just fighting two guys, man. I don't know, man. Like, look at Legion when they're fighting so many demons and there's actually like war happening. When you look at this, man, I don't feel like war is happening. I feel like they're just like, they're not overwhelmed at all. You barely see the background. Like, you want to see a lot of fucking assholes fighting, you know?
Little elves.
What is that, too? Look at this. Look at this.
Little elves. I can see you grow weary. How much longer can you hold out?
I swear, they just use that same actor as like their model. His face as the model for the women. Dude, having a broad chin, okay, a broad jawline and a broad chin is not a feminine feature, okay? It is a masculine feature. Okay? Stop making your females look like men.
Flee and save yourselves.
Liadrin, don't.
Light be with you. You see?
Ben.
She understands it's hopeless. Soon, you all will.
The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that
I
is
swear, this looks like the orc from Raid Shadow Legends with this lighting as well. What the fuck?
sacred. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through. I know that I am unworthy. I
don't remember what. I just legit don't remember any of her story. In Legion, she was like in the Order Hall. Dude, look at the like to dislike. Again, this is obviously like supposed, but like, bro, people did not like this cinematic at all.
No. If I deserve your help, but I know my people do. Please give them strength.
I admire your spirit, but that will not save you. Soon,
Your videos is casual guilds to player. You're helping me to make the most of my time in game. Bro, Sneaky, you are very welcome. I will be going over episode 5. Well, over the content for episode 5 and starting to edit it later on the stream. I just want to react to this real quick.
will break your world.
You can't even break one elf.
That was a good line. That was a good line. I'll give it to him. That was a good line. With the spit, I mean, a bit cliche, but hey, I appreciate that.
This darkness comes to devour everything. And And when it is finished, there will be no more light. Without your aid, we will perish. I beg you, help us.
The Sunwell will not fall!
Not while we draw breath.
Yeah, I can see why people dislike this, I'm not gonna lie. This moment where in shifts, like, you do get a bit of like, oh, okay, that's cool. But realistically speaking, the fact that she went to pray already kind of like makes this weak. Because it feels much better. Okay, so like, Thor joins battle in Infinity War. Shit goes to hell.
There's too many of them!
Everybody's not having a good time. Dude, I remember seeing this in the cinema. Everybody was like, "Oh shit, it's on!" Literally the reaction. That is literally what this should have been. She should have stayed in the front lines. They should have been losing hard as she's getting demolished. And again, super cliche, sure, but man, these cliches work. Okay? As she's like getting pummeled, right? You hear her talking to herself in her head. Like, you hear her, like, you know, her thoughts praying to the light. And then you see a bunch of like paladins come down with the fucking Wrathful Avenger buff, fucking going to war. You want cinema, bro. That's cinema. Okay? They just fucking come down out of nowhere. Or they come with their what's it called? With their chargers from like buttfuck nowhere, right? Out of nowhere. And again, you have to use fucking Wrathful. You have to use the wings. You use the wings as you go into combat, okay? What's her name? Yareli or Yareli Prime? Jesus. What's Yarel cinematic WAD. When she this. Threw the hammer at him. This is like an in-game cinematic. This is not like quality cinematic. But they had like more fucking good shit in it.
Could defeat
Resurrected him. Be-res.
Together.
And together, whatever, family. But man, activating the wings, bro. Are you kidding me? Where's this? Where are the wings, man? That's Paladin. It's the wings, man. You want to show Paladins? It's the wings. Not this fucking like heavy dudes coming in, barely doing anything. Bunch of no-name Paladins. I'm sorry, they look cool, sure, but it's a bunch of no-names. Where is like, dude? at the very least, a paladin that should have showed up, which I don't know where he is right now, whatever, but like Turelian would have showed up with these paladins, because he is the fucking messenger of like the light of Zira and whatever, right? Well, Zira is dead, but like, you know, if anyone represents the light on Azeroth, it would be Turelian. Realistic, like, as far as I'm concerned, right? Where are they? Where is he? Just fucking show up. Especially because his bitch has been following this bitch forever. Now it's his turn to go into action. I don't know what he's doing right now. But either way, like, I don't know, man. I don't know, this feels... I mean, look at the paladins, bro. Like... a bunch of protection paladins. Like, really. I don't know, man. It's just so... I swear, they definitely hired like a third party for this. I don't know. I feel like they did. Raid Shadow Legends did their cinematic or something. Yeah, man. I love that like IGN is getting the flag, even though like this is not IGN. Like IGN is just the ones who... Well, I guess it was posted on IGN, like because it's on the Gamescom, but Jesus Christ. Let's read the comments. Not happening now anymore, but it looks like the NPCs have it handled. No need for oh god, this feels like a dude. What did I just say? What did I say? That's exactly what it feels like. Yeah, guys, no pirates offer work for. Oh my god. Okay, I expect someone important would come back from the well, but they were right. Everything I'm saying. Remember when Lost in Medics used to make you feel something? Yeah, me too. Fuck, Pepper Ridge Farm remembers. Now go watch the battle, dude. Right? Right? Battle for Azeroth, not of Azeroth, cinematic. Yeah, even Legion cinematic. Dude, like they used to... I don't know, I feel like they hired a third company. Like, their budget went down during Microsoft or something. But elves were synonymous with beauty, but now elves are just people from Florida with teams. Oh my god, man. The quality of cinematics across all Blizzard games took such a hit. Shame. The trailer... where nothing happens, you know, basically, honestly. It's like, we are at war. The cinema ends with, we are still at war. Some point Blizzard staff has been reduced to people who think just swinging swords around generic monsters is cool enough. Yeah. They watch Wrath of the Lich King and Warlords of Draenor. So dude, honestly, I will keep my memory fresh of what WoW used to be. Yeah, man. I don't know. This looks bad. This looks bad. Like, quality-wise, it looks good, but, like, the message is shit. There's, like... I don't know. And honestly, I don't even care if it looks generic. But, dude, this is... Where is it? This is Raid Shadow Legends. This is Raid Shadow. I don't know what to say, man. It is so sad. It is sad. Okay, well, let's start on the important things. So we got masteries first. Gotta talk about masteries for Guild Wars 2. Let's get into the important stuff. Log in, click login. Man, also Last Epoch is coming out soon, 21st. Tomorrow. Holy fuck, man. It's coming out tomorrow? Dude, I got shit to do. Oh, beta is out. That's cool. I'll check Troubadour later. I don't care about the other ones. Alright, let's do masteries. What would be the important masteries? I'll talk about, and then I'll write it down, then I'll make the video part. Masteries. I honestly don't think End of Dragons did anything important. Arborstone, okay, you need globalization. You need Jadebot. I think Jadebot would be first. Fishing and skiffing is pretty much the same time, right? Fishmonger, that's 20 base fishing. Okay, so yeah, it would be Jadebot. Oh, Jadebot traversal is more important. Skiff, just keep it as whatever story. Finish fishing, and then do globalization. Turtle Mount is the least relevant here, the least important. Okay, so we're gonna do Jadebot max, fishing max, then Arborstone max, then Skiff max. Anything else from Arborstone though? Base of operations that you get from the story. Crafting center. No, not relevant. More forms of entertainment for you and your allies. Not multitude of commercial operation enhancement. Okay, I need to. Does this open? I think you might need this first actually. If this is what I think it is. Guild, bank, bank line, black line. Okay, so no, that's not it. That's not what we care about, actually. A number of trade-themed NPCs such as peddlers and visiting merchants can be found throughout Arborstone. Oh, wait, peddlers. If the peddlers can be found... Hold up. Let's go to Arborstone. Oops. It's clicking a lot of shit. Okay, let's go to Arborstone. Peddlers. Is this considered a peddler? I don't think so, but let's see. So how do you unlock Levius? Just to make sure Levius. Legendary crafting. Because I don't know. Oh, Leivas. Jesus. Leivas. Oops, don't need this. Need Leivas. Okay. While a member of the Order of Crystal Bloom who may be found in Eye of the North, he offers legendary vendor services outside of Crystal Cave and in Arborstone. Arborstone, he's only visible after unlocking Globalization Master. Okay, so yeah, so you need globalization for him. Okay, so most important then in this case is actually globalization. So we do Arborstone.
Ripen into evil.
Arborstone max. Need globalization for NPCs. After that, it's Jadebot max, map traversal, and stat buffs. That was nice. But for the most part, it's the waypoint, map traversal, personal waypoint, and then should I just rescue protocol is also nice, but should I just make it at 3 then? I think it's just 3. Multi-charge. Your Jadebot can now carry up to 4 Jade energy charges at a time. Now craft tier 3, doesn't matter. Jadebot will now get 2 charges from Jade batteries to a maximum of 4. Your Jadebot can now gather charges from ziplines. Not too important. I think the Jade waypoint is pretty important though. They won't now give you an upward boost. That's also nice, but you start off with this. Okay, after this you wanna do fishing. Fishing you wanna max it out, and then skiff max, and then turtle max. Oh, fishing, fishing, then Jadebot max, then skiff, then turtle. Okay, so that would be the masteries. Fishing max. We'll talk about fishing, why it's important. Local legend. Mount Kanta now offer you exclusive selection, plus 20. Plus base fishing, good. Jadebot max. Mostly quality of life. Quality of life. Skiff max. Only really needed in a group, so who cares? Turtle max will be a while till you unlock turtle, and also not too important overall. Like plenty, because so many people have turtles that it's just not so important. Okay, so that's the masteries. All right, let me record that part real quick. Down. Do it here, put that there. Alright, as with always, we're gonna start with masteries. Oh, wait. Oh, hold up, that's wrong. Gotta change to this scene. I am not doing it with my face, because honestly, usually I record this over multiple days, so it's like, just looks weird if I had like kept the camera on, and like every time I do it, like my appearance is different, like the lighting is different, all that shit, so I just decided to do it without a camera. Also, my face is not appealing, so it is what it is. I'm an ugly man. Okay, so as always, we're gonna start with the masteries. Alright, the most important mastery. Some of them obviously you will unlock during the story, but the most important mastery for you to get as soon as possible is globalization, because it will unlock this NPC for you, Leivas, who sells antique summoning stones once per week, and you can buy 5 of them per week. You want to start getting these as early as possible. So max out globalization. After that, we're going to go into Jade bots. Some of it you will unlock based on the story already, but go to Jade Tech 3, okay, the waypoint. Massive quality of life, you're going to need it as a resurrection for a lot of the metas. You're going to be dying a lot at the beginning if you're not sure of them. And honestly, it's just extremely fucking useful to have it for many aspects of the game. After that, we're gonna max out fishing. Fishing will be a pretty important part overall, but personally, as somebody who hates fishing, fishing is like a filler. I'm gonna talk about fishing later on, but for the most part, know that you're gonna have some downtimes between some metas, or while inside of a meta, so you might as well fish in that time because it will be very useful. We're going to talk about that why. After you max out fishing, go back to max out the bots. After that, do skiff piloting, maxed out. None of this matters. Realistically, the only one that matters is fishing party, and this only matters if you're fishing with other people, so who cares? And then turtle mount. Honestly, it's gonna be a while before you get the turtle, and realistically right now pretty much everyone has the turtle, so you really don't even care about the turtle. Any meta that you need the turtle for, a lot of people are gonna have the turtle, so you don't need to worry about the turtle too much. Just get it when you get it and you'll be fine. Alright, that is the masteries. Just came back to give Guild Wars 2 a real shot after years. I'm hooked now. Your vids really help. Yo, Evan, my pleasure. I'm glad you found value in the videos. If you have any questions ever, obviously feel free to ask. But yeah, okay, so that was the masteries. All right, I'm trying to like organize my thoughts how I want to go about this videos. Do I start with the metas? Because man, there's so much in Dragon's End. Or should I talk about the NPCs? Let's talk about the metas, because some NPCs you actually need resources. So we're gonna talk about the metas first. What else is there? See, metas, fishing. Metas plus fishing, I guess, would be a good thing to say. So first we have Etherblade Assault, and that's Seitung Province. And while waiting for meta to start and waiting on last door before boss, you can do some fishing. Actually, the last door before boss is like a bit too much. To start, can do some fishing to hopefully get a levy. Levy meta, kinda. It's not a meta. Levy event. This drops. Forgot the name, but we're gonna talk about it. Levy, where's the yada yada yada? Where are the rewards? This one. Why does it not say the rewards? Chunk, there you go. All events share the same limit of 11 per day. So we get chunk of ancient ambergris. Okay. So levy event. Chunk of ancient ambergris. 11 per day. Max. 100 needed for legendary. After that we got Kyning, what do you call it? Blackout. Nothing much to say about this. Then we have Gang Wars in, I remember it's Wilds, but what is it called? I think there's a V in it. I keep forgetting the name. I don't know why I forget the name. Echovold Wilds. Echovold Wilds. And then we have Jade Sea meta. This is Dragons. And now there is another meta. Technically, I never do it. Though, you know, something to do. I always forget the name of that place because I never go there. Gyala Delve. So Gyala Delve, should I even mention it? Because I don't think there's anything worthwhile, but I could be wrong. Just remember, like, I didn't see anything that I cared about. Completion, yada yada. Interact events. So the Jade Crisis, blah blah blah. Yeah, primary article, bonus, map rewards. Yeah, I don't feel like there's a lot. Let me see. I can get a black lunch and wow. Yellow Delve, yada yada. So I'm not really enjoying a Reaper that much and was considering swapping to my Mesmer, just freshly boosted. I finished the main campaign on my Reaper, halfway through Heart of Thorns and almost finished Soto. I would just recommend, first of all, try Scourge and try, what's it called? Try Harbinger. Or just look at how they play, think if you like them. However, I would still finish a campaign on the same character, even if it's not really enjoyable. Just kind of like rush through it, whatever. Because it would be very annoying. You're gonna have to start all over again on a different character, and honestly, it's gonna be a pain in the dick. Okay, I did that mistake with my, I want to say with my Willbender. I started off on my Mirage in Path of Fire, and then I switched halfway to Willbender, and I was like, oh fuck, I have to do all of this again. And I tried, and I was like, dude, I don't want to do it all again. I just finished the campaign on my Mirage, and then I tried Bladesworn for End of Dragons. And here's actually kind of a funny thing. So I finished all of End of Dragons on my Bladesworn. The problem is it gets really inconvenient when you're trying to do certain stuff in the maps without having done the story on that character. So I actually went back and did all of the story of End of Dragons twice. Once on my Bladesworn and once on my Mirage. Because it just, there's some like little annoyances. I can't tell you exactly what they are, but there's some little annoyances that unless you did a certain story part, like you won't be able to access or like have or something. I don't remember exactly what it is, but there are like some blocks in your way if you don't have the story, even though you have the waypoint, stuff like that on the specific character. Ideally, you still want to do it on the same character because of these annoyances. But the slightly less ideal would be finish a full story on the same character, but you can do multiple campaigns on multiple characters. Just make sure that if you start a campaign on a character and you're like deep into it, might as well finish it, just because it's just going to be very inconvenient and you're going to have to start all over. On one sense, I feel like maybe story should be shared across accounts, but at the same time, no, honestly, you know what? No, story should be shared across accounts because you can still replay them even after you finish them. So I don't know. Like, I feel like that's something that ArenaNet should probably consider. Like, letting people just, like, have the story account bound, honestly. Like, that's really annoying. Because I don't see a benefit to it, because you can always replay a story if you really wanted to on any character. But not being able to do the story on a character is really annoying, even after you did it. But yeah, I would say finish on the Reaper if you can, and start the next one on a different character. And yeah, if you don't like Reaper, obviously try Scourge. Try Scourge and try Harbinger. I personally, like, I got tired of the Reaper and I started enjoying the Harbinger a lot, even though I have some issues with it, but Harbinger felt pretty fun as well. It's a lot more bouncy in a sense. Reaper can get a bit boring with, like, you know, swap to Reaper form, charge in, click 4, and you're done, you know? It's like, oh, great. But yeah. Okay, where was I? So we did the masteries. Oh, we're doing the metas. Okay. There are things in the story I would need on another character besides annoyances if I already finished it on my Reaper. Inside of the story, probably not. Not that I can recall. However, if you want to go for achievement completion, and this is like one of the more annoying parts, if you want to go to achievement completion, you will have to do it on the character that finished that story. So, like, you can go back into a story, like, let's say you need the achievements, and I recommend doing them because it's mastery points. And it's like you're gonna have to do it on the character that finished it, so that's annoying as well. If you just, you know, which again, fucking stupid. I think it should be a countdown, but yeah. Trying to think of any other reason. No, I think it's just the annoyances, yeah. Yeah, no, I got nothing else. Yeah, it's just some annoyances, basically. Trying to remember what was bothering me that I had to redo End of Dragons on my Mirage. Just cannot remember. No. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. It clears up a lot for me. Yeah, I'm definitely a completionist. Well, yeah, if you're a completionist, then stay on the same character. As annoying as it can be. Honestly, the thing is with the story, realistically, especially, at what point does it really not matter too much which character you use? I would say Path of Fire. Heart of Thorns, I can see it mattering because, man, shit deals a lot of damage. So having the character that you enjoy playing is probably better. But I think after Path of Fire and beyond, honestly, I don't even think it really matters who you use. The story becomes fairly easy overall, to the point where, like, you don't even really care so much how your character plays, because you kind of like just like bash through skulls as you continue the story. The only thing that's annoying about the story after Heart of Thorns, and Heart of Thorns included, is finishing events to progress the story. So it's like, oh, yeah, I need you to do like 20 events in this area before we can continue the story. And like, oh, fuck off. So that I can see, like, why you would want to do it on like a different character. But in terms of the story itself, it really shouldn't matter too much in terms of just like the story is not challenging. It's not going to. Bit boring, always rolling with Reaper, but that spec can do so many different things as an invention. Yeah, Reaper, honestly, if I had to choose the easiest class to play that does the most damage with the least amount of effort and the least amount of gear, I would always go Reaper. Which is also why I recommend going for light armor. If you're starting like a brand new, I highly recommend going light armor because you're going to build towards Reaper even if you play a Mesmer, because you can share gear between them. Reaper is just so easy and noob friendly that like I don't think any other class is as easy to play as Reaper. For the same, like as easy for the same efficiency. That's just my opinion. Let's say Gayala Delve, Gayala Delve, kind of skip. Oh, so what is the events? Jade Crisis, blah blah blah. Collect Leyline Energy, yada yada yada. Legendary Ravenous Wanderer. Okay. Wait, so this is after Jade Crisis. There's also Escape the Deep. Destroy the Ravenous Wanderer. Exploring Gayala Delve. Yeah, Jade Behemoth, yada yada yada. Okay, but what are the rewards for this? Hero's Choice, which gives us what? Rare Jade, this, that, Soon's Weapon Recipe Book, this, that. Yeah, I don't feel like there's really anything. Some collections, some achievements, but yeah, I don't feel like there's anything. Ancient Alchemist Mining. Yeah, there's really nothing. It's like Gyalda feels like I was like, this is why I wasn't doing it, because I feel like I researched it a bit back way when, and I realized that's like this is mostly for like achievements and shit like that. So let's do Jade Crisis, Escape the Deep. No, Jade Crisis is the one where, yeah, so that's the one with the 3 guys. And again, I mean, it's great for resources, don't get me wrong, but like in terms of just like, I can get a choose one of the following also. It's not even like full on. Yeah, I think Gayala Delve is really worth doing. That's, yeah, so can skip unless you like it. Okay, so these are the metas. Yeah. Okay, now we gotta record. Starting with let's just sit. Oh man, OBS recording. Jesus. Okay, so we got Aetherblade Assault, Blackout Meta, Gang Wars, and Jade Sea. Okay, so we got all the metas recorded. The winter berries. And trust me, I'm talking about winter berries in the next one. Winter berries and bloodstones. So important. This is I was recording it while streaming actually. Oh yeah, it was. I took this from a stream. Oh man. We'll see if damn, do I have to? No, maybe I don't have to re-record it. I might need to re-record it. There is one going on right now. It just started. 2:30. Probably not full. I can probably record it. Doesn't matter. Can I just... I don't know, man. Would that matter if I record over this? Like, does it matter that we have a chat going on in the bottom left of the video? I feel like it does matter to an extent, though. Like, I don't know, just my whatchamacallit is bothering me because of it. Like, I don't want to call it perfectionism because I'm not a perfectionist, but I do have some like mini OCDs here and there. Also, oh, you know what? I actually need to talk about this regardless in more detail. So hopefully, let's see if I can get into the meta. It just started. No, it didn't start now. Fuck, it's in an hour. It's actually in an hour. So it doesn't matter. I can't even record it right now. But what I can do... Okay, I know what I'm going to do, actually. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually go fishing while talking about fishing in Seitung province. And then on top of that, I would put the video of doing the meta. I feel like that would work, but I need to turn off the sound for that. So I'll just turn it off over here, so you're not gonna hear any sound right now. Well, you're gonna hear the mic, but you're not gonna hear me talking. The game. So let's go to here. Oh, for a second I thought Levy was up, and I was like, oh, I gotta record Levy real quick. Let's go. Which one is it? Oh, I'm on the surface. Okay. I was thinking you can set up multiple screen instances so you can always have your gameplay footage isolated. You can, but like I'm recording while streaming, so it causes a bit of it's a bit more annoying kind of thing. If I was just recording, then yeah, I can flip scenes and stuff. Like, that's not a problem. Also, like, I don't need to record the actual meta. The meta itself is already recorded. What I need is to create record what I'm talking about, and then I'll just plug that onto the video. However, I do want to talk about fishing, which, by the way, oh, there we go, finally a fish. I was like, why can't I find any fish? Too far, because I'm on speed 2. A bit closer. Okay. I will be failing my fishing though, just for the sake of talking, because I might actually like have to record it multiple times. Okay, so how do I want to go about it? Oh, I need to hide the chat. Yeah. Let's see. How do I want to go about it? Multiple important metas in End of Dragons. Oh fuck! I also need something else. Okay, I'll do this for real quick. One more thing I need before I record, so I don't forget about it. We need these guys. Whatever. All of them. Puzzling up for this video. Look. Glad people are excited for these videos, man. Honestly, like, I am very surprised, first of all, about the traction, and I'm surprised people are actually like looking forward to them, so that's fucking great. Thank you. Let's pick these up real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is I think this is the order. Cathedral is Echo Vault. This is from Kaining City. This is from the Satan, and this is from Dragon's End. Okay. Let me just... Oh! Change the NPCs. Man, I didn't even do my fractals today, so... Fuck. It's like... Gotta do my fractals, man. Oh, I didn't talk to... Shit. One sec. Also, I knew I forgot something yesterday. I did this one. I didn't do Drizzlewood. I forgot this NPC. This NPC, very important. Every day. Let's see what you got. Okay, so yeah, see, like the 200. Yeah, fuck that. The 100 for Orichalcum, honestly, because I got a lot and I never farm and I never buy it, I'll probably get the one for 100. Usually, like, if I am just starting out, I would never get this one. It's way too expensive. Like, Orichalcum ore, first of all, very useful. Orichalcum ore. Right, and 100 is a gold, so it's kind of like, it, well, 2 gold, actually. I don't think it's worth 2 gold. Like, I don't think this is worth 2 gold if you're a brand new player. Me, I'm not at that point, so it doesn't matter to me too much. But like, if I was a new player, I would not spend that, like, 2 gold on that. 1 gold, sure, because it's like 50. But yeah. This is, by the way, if you watch my first video, episode 1, you would see I had like 300 gold or some shit like that. 300 to 600. I sold 2 legendary weapons recently. So I have 3,000 now. And this is something I always do after selling a legendary. This is what I should have more. The thing is, every time, and I'm going to talk about in the, I think, honestly, I'll probably talk about in this episode too. What I like to do is always have a gift of condensed magic and condensed might ready to go. So what I do is, after I make my legendary, I go on my crafter. Sorry, like a small freaking detour, I know. I'll probably put on the video later anyways. And I type in gift. Okay, and then I actually just buy all of these, like, at the lower price. See, like, how many I need. So I have, what, 9? So I'll just pre-order 91. But this is only after I made the legendary and sold it. Okay? So I would always, like, make sure that I can make the next gift of might and gift of magic every time. These are, like, this is the most expensive part of making a legendary. This can go up to, like, 400 gold, 500 gold. Then there's, like, 100 gold here, 50 gold there, whatever. Eventually, like, you're spending, like, 600 to 800 gold if you just want to do the materials. Right? What we are capping on when we are crafting legendaries to sell, we are only capping on, realistically, on spirit shards and clovers. And the 250 spirit shards and 38 clovers is basically you're gaining about 1,000 gold off of them. That is how I make my gold with legendaries. I make legendaries. A lot of the materials I buy, a lot of the materials I don't buy because I just play the game all the time. Like, while farming spirit shards, you will get a bunch of the materials, especially if you do the appropriate metas, right? While farming your imperial favors, you're gonna get spirit shards, you're gonna get materials. So you don't always have to, like, buy everything. So yeah, so the profit margin, realistically, you can craft a legendary weapon. Once you crafted your first legendary weapon in End of Dragons, that I'm going so far off on, like, this topic. Once you craft your first legendary weapon in End of Dragons, if you have the time, obviously, you can craft a legendary weapon once every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, you can make about 1,000 gold in profit. Once you have enough gold, obviously, stop doing that. Start saving for the legendaries that you actually want. Right now, my goal is legendary runes, so I'll probably make 1 more legendary weapon and then start going for legendary runes, which each one is about 1200 gold, 800 gold if I keep buying everything, stuff like that. Even though I already have like the more expensive stuff. So if I go to, where is my, also I'll have to talk about this in this video because we're starting to talk about legendary crafting. Last question, I don't want to keep you off track. No, it's fine, I'm already off track. Arashma Skyscale just got it last night. What expansion order is the best for useful unlocks? What do you mean useful unlocks? Like if you have the Skyscale is the most useful unlock. But in terms of like what type of unlocks are you referring to? But I would say End of Dragons and then Icebrood Saga would be your most important ones. If let's say you didn't do the story for either, End of Dragons, Icebrood Saga, in that order. You get the most gold farm from alt parking in End of Dragons in the least amount of time. Second best, in my opinion, is actually Heart of Thorns, but we're not doing that. When we don't really care about that one, and it's also like too long, and it's also very time conditioned. But third best would be Icebrood Saga parking. So just by that, that's better. The problem is you also need to do strikes for your clovers, so it's really, man, it's a hard one. I think they're both actually like pretty important overall. Because you gotta do strikes if you want more clovers. 5 extra clovers a week is pretty massive. And those are free clovers as well. So yeah. Either way, End of Dragons, Icebrood Saga. I'm assuming you rushed it through Secrets of the Obscured, right, Evan? Because I think you said you finished most of Soto already. And almost finished. So yeah, so I'm assuming you unlocked your Skyscale through Soto, which means you already have that merchant for the crystals. Mapping Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, LS4 IBS EOD Soto. Not sure where LS3 fits in there, but I just did all of it in order. Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask that too. I have everything but Juntir, the Living World Seasons, and Icebrood was gonna get some. Which should I focus on? Icebrood. Get Icebrood. Definitely Icebrood, yeah. Icebrood has one of the most important, like, he had 2 of the most important metas after End of Dragons, has 2 of the most important metas for crafting legendary weapons. Drakkar and Dragonstorm. Extremely important to save you a shit ton of money if you do those 2. Plus, they have Ascended Weapons selection. Both of them. You can get an Ascended Weapon selection from both of them. So extremely, extremely important. Okay. Also, a ton of gold. You can, like, you have very low time investment. You can get a massive gold return. So let me show you. For the last few runs of Dragonstorm for me, I go to my history of sold. This one, this is I got from Dragonstorm. Dragonstorm gives you 2 gold. This sold for another 15. 17 gold for 8 minutes of work. Insane. Then this one I got 1 or 2 days before that. And this I sold, obviously. Like this is the legendary that I sold. And this I got like a few days before that. Okay. And then also, I keep using them, which is kind of like hard to show you how many I have of them. But like, I think it's like 4 or 5 by now. But also you have Gift of Aurene from Dragon's End. Again, another fantastic one. Right, bunch of random weapons for no reason. I don't even remember which one is. Yeah, some of them are from Aurene. Okay, some of them are from Aurene. Some of the Aurene ones I'm probably using on a character, but like this one, yeah, you want to get the like 8 minutes of work, Dragonstorm. 10 to 12 realistically, but like 8 is like the fastest I've ever done it. And also it's like you can be like semi AFK, just auto attack, and you'll probably get it done because everyone cares you. And then the other one is Drakkar, pretty much same benefits as Dragonstorm, except I don't believe it gives you the volcanic, the storm, whatever they're called. What are they called? I just talked about them. Volcano Stormcaller, literally what the staff is. Yeah, so again, honestly, Dragonstorm is probably like the best meta in the game in terms of time investment versus reward. Like, it's not even close. It is so fucking good. So Icebrood Saga by far. Yeah. Soto, which you already have, only important for realistically convergences and rifts, and using the crystals to get clovers. There's nothing really else in Soto. I will talk about Soto, obviously. Like, the armors are pretty easy to get. I will be mixing those into like crafting armors, even though raid armor is by far the best one to get as your first legendary armor. It's the cheapest, it's the least amount of investment, but if you can't get that, then it would be the Soto armors. And then Jonthir, when we're gonna get to it, honestly, unless you really want to go for that spear, and the only way I would go for that spear is to sell it, but honestly, even the profit on selling it, so if I do yes, what's the Jonthir Wilds legendary spear called? I keep forgetting what the name is. Clobyarn. Okay, so if I do Clobyarn Gyre, right, even with all the materials I have, which obviously I just crafted to legendary, so I'll have less, but I have to do it so many achievements, so much whatever. Now it would cost me 900 gold to craft it. Obviously a lot of work, which I'm honestly considering doing. And then I'll sell it, because I don't need the legendary spear. It may not be your priority, but if you get all the LS stuff, including Living Worlds, including IBS, you can work through the Seasons of Dragons achievement and get a legendary and a bunch of other goodies along the way. Yeah, I did mention that, in the POF video, that you can start working on your legendary necklace once you hit POF. Orax, in my opinion, is only worth it if you have not done and hate fractals. If you are in Jonthir Wilds and you have never done fractals, you might as well get Orax. If you have been doing fractals for, let's say, 3 months or something like that, I would say go for, honestly, it's like 4 months realistically. But if you've been doing fractals, like just the dailies, right, regularly for 3 or 4 months, I would get the fractal back piece. Orax you can get a lot faster. It is pretty expensive, but you can farm up to Orax a lot faster than you can farm up the fractal one. Also, it looks better in my opinion. Dude, don't get me wrong, I love this back piece. Yeah, if you've been playing for 2 months, for a month, and you start fractals 2 weeks ago, but you're already doing Jonthir Wilds for somehow because you skipped the story, I would probably go for Orax. Fractals, if you do them daily, honestly, this back piece, I kind of got it for free. Realistically speaking, I got this back piece for free. Because I was doing fractals for like almost half a year before I even tried to craft any legendaries. And then I was like, well, what do I need for this legendary? Because I keep seeing people with this back piece. I was like, what do I need for it? And then I looked, I was like, oh, dude, I already have everything. I just need to do some achievements and like some expensive items. I think I spent like 400 gold on materials, and boom, I was done. Because I already had everything. Because I was doing it because I enjoyed doing fractals. Right? By the way, did not do any challenge mode at this point. If you're doing challenge mode, this is even faster. Challenge mode you can finish it in like 2 months. if you are able to do challenge mode. So it's like, it's really not a hard back piece to get. You get it for free if you just do fractals. Practically everything you need for it is from fractals, and then you need like the gifts of might and magic. That's pretty much it. So yeah, it really depends on the situation you're in. However, I would still recommend overall, if you, let's say, if you have no legendaries, you have like, let's say you have the Prismatic Champions Regalia, you don't have Vision, you don't have Aurora, you don't have Conflux, back piece is the last thing you want to craft. Back piece in terms of stats practically doesn't matter. It has the least amount of stats out of all of these items, right? 63, 40, 40 versus 110, 74, 74, right? Like these have like more than double the stats, basically. Well, sorry, they have like double the stats of this one. Almost. Okay, then the ring is also like even more than that. The ring has a bit more than double the stats. And the necklace is the most important, has like 2.5 the stats. Okay, so back piece out of your legendary accessories, like out of these ones, is one of the least important ones. So if you don't have the other ones, like if you don't have the Aurora Vision and on whatever ring you want to go for, don't even think about wasting your money, your gold, and time on a legendary back piece. At that point, I would be like, you might as well start doing daily fractals, because by the time you're gonna finish these guys, you'll be able to craft Ad Infinitum for free. So it's very dependent on the situation you're in. If you're 1 month in, I would say honestly focus on the other 5 and keep doing fractals. And then by the time you need to craft this back piece, you're gonna get it for free. So I think I'm just gonna pull the trigger on the Living World 2.4 and IBS since they too so cheap right now. Jantir only a $5 diff right now. Oh wait, sorry, Evan, did I miss a message? Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask that too. I have everything but Jantir, the Living World Seasons, and Icebrood. In my opinion, the least important expansion is Jantir Wilds. Oryx is probably the coolest back piece we have, but only if you play Char. Because this, like, again, this is my opinion. Obviously, like, some people disagree. Back. Oh. This is my opinion. Kind of hard to see on this armor. Actually, this looks not too bad on Norn. But on humans, because of how the tail works, the tail feels like, because of this part, it looks like it's coming from here. From like, well, with the Norn looks better, but like on a human, it looks like the middle of their back. And it looks like the tail starts here because of how this looks. And it just looks weird on humans, in my opinion. Oops. Not sure what happened there. But everyone else it looks great on. I just don't like how it looks on human. At the end of the day, though, I don't really think it matters. In terms of just like functionality, not cosmetics, I would always go for. I would more than likely always go for Fractal. It is the most convenient one because you get it passively. But if you hate fractals, obviously get something else. Oryx you can farm like within like 2 weeks or some shit like that. It's a really fast farm. But it's an expensive farm. And my game completely crashed, looks like. Oryx manifested. Not sure what happened there. It's beta ongoing, servers are cooked. Oh, okay, fair enough. So that's what happened. Oryx manifested right now to craft. Dude, for me to craft an Oryx manifested is 3,000 gold almost. Probably 3,000 because some stuff like this based on the lower price on the trading post. it is a very, very fucking expensive. That's okay. It is an extremely expensive back piece. Whereas like something like, let's say, Ad Infinitum. It's not even close. And again, Gift of Fortune is literally... Gift of Fortune is the most expensive aspect of this. Can you... like, the Gift of Fortune, which is just materials, really, which you're gonna be farming them... By the way, dude, oh my god, even better, Gift of Magic and Gift of Might, you can get from the Legendary Starter Kit. So these ones are free over 2 seasons, which, by the way, Backpiece is the last accessory you're gonna get. You should be going through 2 seasons anyways by the time you get to it. Well, likely will. You're gonna have a free Gift of Magic and a free Gift of Might. So this, minus 300. Okay? Gift of Infinity, obviously, like, because I already did it, then whatever. But I believe Gift of Infinity is just an achievement. I am not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure this is all achievements, so this is free. Okay, Unbound is crafting. So, again, most of these shards you're gonna get through doing fractals. Spirit of the Upper is like you have to craft Upper Bound. Craft Upper Bound, you have to second order misframe, yada yada yada, whatever. Like this is all crafting. But like half of these you're gonna get passively just by doing fractals. So Unbound, very cheap ascended back piece. Very cheap ascended back piece. Gift of Infinity, free. It's just achievements. Gift of Fortune, the Gift of Magic and Gift of Might are free. Okay, you're gonna get them through what do you call it? Legendary Starter Kit. Globes of Ectoplasm is the only thing that they're gonna cost you money, and Mystic Clovers is like weekly delays. Gift of Ascension, practically free as well. You're gonna get it from just doing fractals. Not the Gift of Ascension itself, but like the ability to buy it, right? 500 whatever they're called, fractal relics, and like 25 silver. It's free. Okay, so Ad Infinitum is just a free back piece. Anything to make a Gen 1 legendary minus the Gift of Mastery, working on the map completion at the moment at 90%. Should I just save my FFT for Gift of Fortune, I'm assuming? Gift of Fortune for Infinitum then, and not make a weapon. Weapons are the last priority in terms of crafting, except Spear. Pretty much. Spear and maybe like a Greatsword. Okay, because a lot of classes use Greatsword, and all the classes can use Spear. But in terms of like crafting a weapon, I would just not craft a weapon as a whole. For the most part. Armor is way more important than weapon. Sigils are way more important than weapon. Runes are way more important than weapon. Okay, unless you have like, I don't know, 4 or 5 characters that all of them use the same exact weapons, which, good luck. I don't see a reason to make a legendary weapon. So it is by far one of the least important aspects of like legendaries. That's why I'm making the legendaries I'm making in End of Dragons. I sell them because like I do not need them compared to like any other stuff, and they basically fund all the other legendaries. So yeah. But again, if you really want one of the legendary weapons that you get, like, I don't know, some people really want the Sunrise, the Dawn, the Sunrise, or the Twilight, or Eternity, which, by the way, Eternity is, if it works how I think it works, I think you get 2 Eternities for the price of 1. That might be actually worth it, but the amount of Mystic Clovers is atrocious. You need 154 Mystic Clovers. That's a bit of like 154. What is that? 4 legendaries from End of Dragons worth. That's let's say we just talk about profits. Let's say you buy all the materials and you craft them yourself. That's about 4,000 gold of profit just like gone. Right? At like the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, it's like 6,000 gold gone. So I don't know. That's how I feel about weapons. Except spears. Spear is the only one I would recommend getting. I do have the greatsword from Aurene. Aurene's greatsword, whatever, Bite or whatever it's called. But honestly, that was a mistake. Not something I like regret, but like it just wasn't like I never use it. I used on my Guardian, that's basically it. Guardian, I used to use it on Revenant, which I don't anymore. But like that's like the only ones who use it, realistically. And sometimes I like if I want to be lazy Mirage, I put this on. This one, however, I use on a lot of characters. What could you use a Gift of Fortune on? Dude, a lot of things. Okay, how many legendaries do you have overall? Which ones do you have? Oh, is there really? I thought Conflux is also... Really? It's only Ad Infinitum and what's it called? And the other back piece? Oh yeah, in that case, yeah, I guess it's an Ad Infinitum for you. I honestly thought you could get other accessories for this. Well, at this honestly, you crafted the most important part of the back piece, then you might as well go for Ad Infinitum. I would still probably go for like the other ones while you can. Well, Conflux is actually doesn't even interact, right? You have it's a different. Where is it? Yeah, Conflux doesn't even interact with it, so you're fine. And then Vision and Aurora also doesn't interact because it's also Gift of this, Gift of the it's Gift of the Mist. Yeah, so you might as well save it for a legendary back piece for now, honestly. It is the most expensive part. Like, I mean, look at that. All of my Ad Infinitum is the Gift of Fortune. So you got the most expensive part out of the way. You might as well just use it for Ad Infinitum. Or the legendary back piece from PvP, from World v World. But honestly, you'd rather use the World v World for your rings, in my opinion. So yeah. But I wouldn't craft a weapon with it. Unless, like, for some reason you really want to, obviously. Like, I'm talking about, like, efficiency, I wouldn't. But in terms of, what's it called? Like, if you want to, then yeah, obviously I'm not telling you, like, not to. Okay, Jesus. Let's talk about the meta. Jesus Christ, man. Alright, so let's talk about metas. Aetherblade Assault in Seitung Province. I mean, I'll be recording with this on, but like on the after the editing, this is not going to be the visual, so it doesn't matter. Just recording my voice. Aetherblade Assault. Oh, actually, I do need something here. So I need to record this without the meta. It's done. Nope, not that, not that. Yeah, no problem, man. Again, obviously, like, do whatever you want. I'm just talking about efficiency and how I would go about it. Because again, think about it this way: all the characters use. If you're a one character, by the way, if you only play one character, then you probably don't need a legendary backpiece. You'd rather have a weapon maybe to like play with the stat. But I am not somebody who plays one character. I have every class, and I try to, like, you know, I don't have like medium classes that are like not geared, but like I try to play all the heavy and all the lights right now. eventually I'll play all the mediums as well. So it's like, it's very nice to just go on the medium class, which I never played, and already have like the equipment to just like, oh, here you go, full berserker. Oh, here you go, full what do you call, vipers or whatever. So I know. So having a back piece in my opinion is more important than a weapon. Even though it offers less stats, it's just more convenient because every character uses it. Ooh, man, I need some more water. Water. Get any message? No. All right. Okay, let's talk about. Okay, gonna be recording real quick for the meta part. Alright guys, let's talk about the metas. There is 4 important metas in End of Dragons. 1 in each province. Seitung Province, New Kaineng, Echovold Wilds, and the most important one, the Jade Sea. Now there's also Gyaladelv, but honestly, I never do it. It's great for resources. If you like it, do it. It's fun. But in terms of crafting legendaries, I personally, like, this is too min-max even for me. Okay, first let's talk about Seitung Province. Seitung Province has the Aetherblade Assault. One thing that is really important about these metas, well, specifically this one and Dragon's End meta. When you come into Aetherblade Assault, like come to Seitung Province, you usually want to be here like 15 minutes early. And the reason is, just spawned right now, how great it is for my video that it just spawned. It is the reason you want to come here early is because people usually fish around here. And they fish, which by the way, you should be fishing on your downtime while waiting for a meta. Not only because this guy spawns, the Leviathan, but also because, well, I'll show you the NPC at a later time. But let me first talk about Leviathan. Why do you care about Leviathan? The reason you care about the Leviathan is because it drops chunks of ancient ambergris, and you need 100 of these guys to craft a legendary. They cost like 1 to like 2 gold at this point. Ambergris, yeah, 2 gold. Okay, and even like the orders are not much cheaper. So, and you're gonna need 100 of them. So, you know, if you can get some for free, fantastic. Alright, that's it for the recording. I'm gonna add that later to something else. Now, we won't be able to do this alone. So what we want... End of Dragons, Seitung, Levy. And we don't have a commander, right? So... And it should be Levy is up. Oh, you piece of shit. Oh, whatever, I'll just... Once I'm able... Let me get on my thing. Oh, my lord. Oh, I'm still in combat with this... Am I still in combat? Like, leave me alone, Kappa. Oh, there's a bunch of them, huh? Let me get out. Oh, there we go. Finally. Alright, cool. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to get this guy. I really don't think there's a bunch of people doing it. We got 2, which is not enough. We need like 10 just for the skiffs, realistically. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So let me see where I finished the last video. This one. Yeah, hold on. Good time to finish, yeah. Yeah, you're gonna need 100 of them. Okay, next we're gonna talk about the meta, I guess. Now, of course, there's two other sources to get this, 3 other sources to get this Ambergris, but again, it is kind of limited per week. This is a time-gated thing. Honestly, look, I don't care about Ambergris too much. It's more like, if you can get it while you have nothing to do during a downtime, that's great. Save yourself 2 gold. If you can't, not a big deal. Anyways, let's talk about the meta right now. So, once you do this meta, okay, you are going to get a Jade Gate statuette. You need a meta component, a meta trophy from all 4 metas, the key metas that I mentioned, from Blackout, Kaineng. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna start this over. Holy, what a fucking brain fart. New Kaineng, Echovald, Dragon's End, Satan Province. Okay. Now, as far as the Ambergris is concerned, I don't really care about it all that much. It is nice to save like 200 gold when crafting a legendary. You know, you're gonna get some of it either way by doing the metas. The more of the metas you do, specifically Satan Province, the more of this material you can get, because that is the reward for the meta. So if you do the meta, let's say 7 times a week, which that's how often you can get the reward anyways, once a day. That's already 7 Ambergris, so that's nice, you know, saved 14 gold there. Then there's a merchant, which I'm going to talk about later, that also you can get Ambergris from, which is why it's important to fish, because he trades it for fish. Okay, and he can offer you an amount for one per day for a specific fish, which is random, and then a few more per day or per week. I actually need to check that. Oh my god, man. Goodbye recording. Fuck is his name is. Man. I don't need that. Ambergris. Chunk of Ambergris. I don't know why. Oh, Ambergris, not Gis. This one. Where is he? 5 times per day. Interesting. So it's 5 times per day. And then there is there's another one. Interesting. So there's multiple of them per day, huh? Even in Jantir Wilds, there's Arborstone, specific rare fish. Then there's Lowland, Jantir, and Mistburn. I wonder if these ask for the same fish though. I don't think we're doing this, guy. Not gonna lie. 12 minutes, nobody here. And we're not getting this done. Let me go check Jantir Wilds real quick, because this is actually pretty important information. Where is he? Lowland Shore, Bending Reed, in Autumn's Vale. Autumn's Vale. I'm going to assume like it would be here, right? Harvest Shore. Good enough. Harvest Shore also had one. What fish? Humble Den, okay. What fish does he want? He wants king salmon. And bygone be bygone, and so on and so on. Okay, does the other one want the king salmon? 3 exchanges can be made per account per day at the following merchants. Okay, so you can probably do 3 then. So they ask for a different fish, right? Oh. They do ask for a different fish. Okay, nice. Alright, so you can do... So how many amber gifts you can get per day? You can get 3 here. Wait, no, you can get more. Where's Lupine in the Wind? Over there. Does he ask for salmon or something else? Oh my lord. That's probably by the waypoint, right? Yep. I mean, this is not too relevant for right now, but I do want to mention it for later. This is research, man. See, I always forget some stuff. Even though I recorded like the most important things, it's like you always forget some things. I always forget some things. Lupine. Okay, what do you have? Ah, so he can give you a fish fillet as well. One of these. Okay, so it can give you one of these guys. All right, I see. And then the last one, same thing. So you're gonna have a chance to get 4, even 5 per day. There's a chance to get 5 per day with fishing. I need to fish more often, man. I just hate fishing. So 5 per day with fishing, and then also another 5 per day from this. So technically, if you like to fish, you can get 10 per day. Not bad. And then 20 days, you can get 200. In 10 days, you can get 100. Damn. Oh, this is not even included. Wait, and then you have Leviathan. Then if you have Levy on top of it, I want the other Leviathan. Where is he? Not crazy. As like juvenile or something. No. Adolescent. Yeah, adolescent Leviathan. Okay. Okay, and then you can also have all events share the same limit of 11 per day. Jesus, you can get 21. Oh my god. 21 per day. That's a lot of fishing. But just that is already 42 gold that you can make per day with just fishing. Dude, fishing is actually like really lucrative, I'm not gonna lie. Fishing can be really goddamn lucrative. But it's not per hour, but I mean, it's still nice. Okay, so go back to Harborstone. Holy man. I'm gonna finish this section. I need to do my fractals, I guess. Okay, so how many can you get in End of Dragons? You have the 11, the potential, right? Potential gain. 11, 12, plus 5, so 17 per day. This is per day, right? Yeah. In terms of ambergris, personally, I don't care about them too much. However, it can save you about 200 gold when you craft your legendary because you need 100 chunks of ancient ambergris. Now, the cool thing is that you can farm in End of Dragons 17, I mean, possible, right? Like, not necessarily, but like possible. You can farm 17 per day. If you really love fishing, you can do it. And then later on, which, I mean, I'll have to remember when I do the Jontir Wilds, you'll be able to get 4 to 5 more per day. So that's 22 eventually possible ambergris per day. That means 5 days to get all of your ambergris. Again, if you really love fishing, that's pretty good. Oh, wait, actually, no, because there's another Leviathan in Jontir Wilds. So, and if he doesn't share drops with the other Leviathan, that's another 11, so you might be able to get 33-ish chunks in one day. Again, really have to love fishing. But let's talk about the actual meta now. Okay, so that we finished the levy. Let's talk about the actual meta. Did I close the window? I did close the window. Oh my lords. Oh my lord. And then let's go to the NPC actually. We'll talk about that right away while we're at it. Oh, by the way, I'm going to get another ambergris right now. Okay. When it comes to the metas, okay, each meta, one in Seitung, one in New Kainan City, one in Echobold, and one in Dragon's End, when you finish the meta, you're going to get one of these rewards, each one corresponding to the location. So Jade Gate is Seitung, Jade Empress is New Kainan, Jade Cathedral is Echovold, and Jade Dragon is from Dragon's End. Okay, when you get all 4 of them, you can come to this NPC right here. This is in Seitung Province, all the way to the west. Okay, there's the waypoint right here. You can come to Myung-hee, and you can exchange all 4 of them, which you're going to need to, because you will need a bunch of Blessing of Jade Empress. You need 5 of them per legendary, 5 or 6. I'm pretty sure it was 5, which means 2,500 Imperial Favor. That being said, you also still, when you turn them in, you're gonna get these bounties. These bounties are really nice because they give you some stuff that can help you. Specifically, this one, Bags of Fish. Bags of Fish turn into, what's it called? You can turn them eventually into ambergris. Is it amazing? No, but it's something nice. If you're doing these metas weekly anyways, you have nothing to do with these trophies, you might as well get rid of them this way. I personally only do Dragon's End substantially more than any other meta. I think I had to like dump like 20 of these because I had like 20 more than the other ones. I just like the Dragon's End meta. So I had a bunch of Jade Dragons and not a lot of these. But if you are somebody who does this once a week, you can dump them. However, because I don't like Dragon's End, I barely do these ones. I try to keep them as much as possible. And yes, I know I just sacrificed these. Just sacrifice them to buy. However, I'm pretty sure I have like 10 more Blessing of Jade Empress in my bank right now. So, or on one of my characters. So it's not a big deal for me at this point. Let's see. So we talked about the meta in general. Okay, yada yada. Now completion, I don't really care. What else? What else? Oh yeah, tips. While doing these metas, as I mentioned, you do want to try to fish as much as you can. There is downtime. If let's say usually there's a meta train doing all of these metas one after the other, except maybe Dragon's End. If I go to right now, because it's about to pop up in 5 minutes, and I think I already saw a commander, and I go to Seitung Province, there will be an Aetherblade meta. Usually this meta carries on right away because they are created one after the other. So when you finish this, Kainan City will be up. Once you finish Kainan City, Echo Vault will be up. And technically Dragon's End would also be up, but you're not gonna get the bonus rewards, so a lot of people just don't do it that way, and they do Dragon's End on its own. That being said, there is downtime when you start Seitung Province meta. You usually want to come in, especially if you're playing it like prime time. Right now, not a big deal. There's not a lot of people and the meta is almost up. It is what it is. But if you play like at peak time, like 6 p.m. to like 10 p.m., this map fills up pretty fast. So you want to come in like 15 minutes earlier. What do you do in those 15 minutes? What everyone else pretty much does. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people do. They fish. Okay, great time to fish. You have like 15 minutes to fish. That's like, 30 to 45 fishes that you can catch, probably more. Okay, the other time when you go, if you finish Seitung Province pretty fast, you're gonna have like 5 to 8 minutes while in New Kainan City. You can do that as well, which, by the way, Seitung Province and New Kainan can spawn the levy. It requires 100 fish caught in the same map, and total. Every time a levy spawns, it resets. That was my understanding when somebody explained to me. Don't quote me on that, but apparently it's like 100 fish caught spawns the levy. And the other one is Dragon's End. In Dragon's End, usually people show up about 30 minutes before. Well, the dedicated ones. A lot of people show up like 20 minutes before, but sometimes you're not going to get the 5% that you need in Dragon's End. I'm going to talk about Dragon's End in a bit more detail when we get there. Just know that you need like 5% of something before going into this meta. So if you show up, like 30 minutes beforehand, even 20 minutes beforehand, there will be like 10 minutes minimum of downtime between when you got your 5% and until the meta starts. In that time, you can also fish. No levy in Dragon's End. However, you can get a good chunk of fish, and that's pretty much it. In terms of Dragon's End, okay, when you go to Dragon's End, there will be events, okay? Dragon's End also spawns every 2 hours. There will be events. Actually, you know what? Now I'm gonna re-record this part, okay? So let's do Dragon, Battle for the Jade Sea. For the Jade Sea. Players gain this one. When doing Dragon's End meta, the Battle for the Jade Sea, whenever you complete an event, you're going to get Dragon's End contributor effect. It stacks up to 10%, but you need only 5% for the meta, because the meta pre-events, like before you fight the big bad, it will give you 5% more. The reason you want to get it maxed out, first of all, it doubles the rewards at when you reach 10%. It will give you 20% health and damage instead of 10%. More XP, that's cool. However, the main reason is the boss, when it dies, it drops one huge chest, which you will get if you participated. A bunch of very tiny chests and 10 medium chests. The only way to open the 10 medium chests is getting the Dragon's End contributor. Now, if you start the meta from the beginning, you will only be able to open 5 chests. If you come in about 20 to 30 minutes before, you need to complete 5 events. That's how you get the percentages. If you come in 10 minutes before the meta starts, so for me, for example, the meta starts at every odd hour. So 9 p.m., 11 p.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., okay? If I come in at, let's say, 4:50 p.m., 10 minutes before the meta starts, I will not get any events going, because the events pretty much stop spawning about 5 to 10 minutes, but it seems like 10 minutes, they're usually like no more events. If there was an event active, I think they still last through that time, but they stop spawning. So if people are finishing events, you are not going to find any if you join 10 minutes before the meta starts. Okay, so you won't be able to open the medium chest. Is it really that important? Not really. The most important thing is the huge chest at the end. That is the one that drops the Ascended Gear. That is the one that can give you all of the best rewards. Okay, small chests are just, materials. Medium chests are more materials. I've never seen, I've done this many times, probably like 50 plus times at this point, and I have never seen anything useful from the medium chests. Okay, it's usually just bigger chests of materials. Okay, so that is pretty much it for the metas. What else did I want to talk about? There is new strikes in End of Dragons. New strikes in End of Dragons. 3 or 4. Junkyard, Overlook, and Aetherblade, right? There's only 3 more. Or did I forget one? Oh, yes, a Harvest Temple. And Harvest Temple, which, by the way, no one ever does. But it's a hard one. In terms of strikes, there are 4 new strikes in End of Dragons. One of them I never see people do. It is, I would say, one of the hardest strikes right now in the game, even for normal. It fails pretty often because people just don't do it, and they just don't do the mechanic. There's a lot of one-shot mechanics in there. So, Harvest Temple, most people avoid. However, Aetherblade Hideout, Zoonlight Jade, and Kynan Overlook are the ones to look out for. Okay, if you go to Achievement, Daily Strike, you're going to have one of them that says that's for End of Dragons. Kynan Overlook today. I almost never see Harvest Temple, but it does happen. Either way, recommended to do them, at least for the daily. Why? More Blue Prophet shards, so you can later on trade it either for Ascended Gear you need, because these are the easiest and cheapest Ascended Gear, as I mentioned before, or for clovers once you go into Secrets of the Obscured. Okay, more things to talk about. I want to talk about something specific which I've been totally forgetting. What did I want to talk about? I know I have the daily parking, that's fine. Gonna talk about that. It's something that I forgot about other ones. Do they have the Ghastly Grinning Shield skin in the auction house? Yes, one of the most expensive skins in the game. I don't know why the shield would cost this much while the skin costs this much. Makes absolutely no sense to me. But hey. Because it's like the purpose is the exact same. It's to use it as a skin. So like this. Okay, so there's the one guy. Wait, these guys are buying for 1,000. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Nah, it would still be more. Fuck. Ah, that would still be more. Because it's 15%. No, wait, I think I'm gonna make 100 gold off of this. Hold up. 50 gold. I'm gonna make 50 gold off of this. Am I correct? Am I gonna make 50 gold? That's 200 gold if I make 4 of them. Okay, we're gonna try this out. I'm gonna try this out real quick. Yo, guys, do not copy me real quick. Do not copy me, okay? Do not fucking copy me. No, I'm an idiot! No! I'm so stupid! I'm fucking retarded! Because I'm not selling the shield, I'm selling the skin. Dude, I'm so dumb, I just wasted 800 gold. If only I can find out Who is buying? Dude, oh my god, that is one way to lose fucking 800 gold. I mean, I didn't lose 800 gold, but like I lost like 200 gold. Instead of gaining 200 gold, I'm gonna lose 200 gold. Fucking hell. This is gonna be 90, so this is gonna be, yeah, fuck, 300 gold then. Oh, I wish I could find the people who are buying the fucking greening, man. I wish I could message this person. Oh, I wish I could message this person, man. God damn. I don't need this skin, bro. In my opinion, it doesn't even look that good. Yeah, it's not. It's like I don't need this skin. Ah, fuck me, bro. What an idiot, man. Alright, whatever. So I'm gonna lose what, 120 gold basically on. Okay, I just lost 120 gold. Whatever. Fuck it. Happens. Happens. I can probably make it back actually pretty easily. Hold up. $110. Okay, let's make it back, I guess. Let's just make my money back real quick. Give me a second here. Pretty sure I'm gonna make my money back, right? It's a bit of a gamble, but you know, that's what we have gold for, to like make these gambles. Maybe, I don't know. Was that 80? Okay. Another 80. Would be actually, I actually thought about this the other day and I was like, is this really like, can you actually make money with this? Math was mathing, so I think you can, but we're about to find out. We are about to find out if I can actually make my money back with this. Obviously not all of it, but like I just want to see if I can make a profit, which I'm fairly certain I can. Yeah, 47 and then another 47. And I start with 35, so like I am slightly, you know, using my own stuff, but it's not a lot. Okay, done with these. Also forgot to check how much this would have cost me, but like let's say 500 times 30 copper, so that's 1.5 silver, 1.5 gold. Okay, so like not a lot. Okay, let's see if we can sell any of these for a good price. No, so this goes to hell. It's another 60 copper, but whatever. See if I can sell this. 90, not worth. I mean, could be worth, but if I get, yeah, if I got one, whatever. What is this? Sell? Nope, not good enough for me. Sell get rid of this. 0. Okay. And then how about this guy? Also not good enough. So if I get 1 or more, that's a profit. I got 2. Ooh, nice. Skin unlocked. Let's go. Alright, so let's see. 250. That's 125. Instant sale. For 130. We sell for 130. Okay, and then this one. Oh, not 25. How many do I have? 186. So 186. Always wondering. Okay, so I got this one. Okay. So my transactions, we're selling these. I bought. Oh man, it's gonna be hard to tell. Either way, it was like what, 220, 230, and these ones are being sold for selling. $97 plus 125, right? So it's about the same price. Now we also got these guys. Yeah, I really didn't make a whole lot, huh? Maybe it's not worth it anymore. Maybe I just got super lucky on that one. Actually, you know what? I actually need this one. Okay, I'll keep it. I need this one. How about this guy? Do I need Symbol of Pain? I don't know. I don't think so. Also not expensive. Oh yeah, we got these guys too to sell. Hell yeah. And this one too. That 2 copper difference per sale. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, 20 silver here, 20 silver there. How much does this sell for? Nothing. Alright, gonna do that. Damn, another charm. Let's go. Okay, 15 this. Whatever, just sell instantly, fuck it. And then sell that. And then we sell this. Alright. Can't believe I bought that shield. I'm so stupid, man. Oh my god. The curse of having gold. You spend it like a fucking moron. Yeah. What a freaking waste. Where'd it go? I think, who is holding it? My Reaper, probably. God, I'm so annoyed right now. So stupid, man. Okay, well, got some money back, I guess. Am I still selling Ectos? Still selling Ectos. I wonder if, can I just keep doing this? Because like it's mini profits, but like you can kind of keep doing this with rares. Looks like, at least. Up until the point where there's so, oh yeah, we're not getting past 42. The question is, how many Ectos? Yeah, it's 52 silver. That's, even if you're averaging 1 Ecto per rare, you're making like 10 silver profit per one. Pretty much. Oh, but the buyout. Oh, never mind. I was looking at this. This is the one that I should be looking at. But even then, like even 45, you're still making like 5 silver. All the way down to here, you're making 5 silver. But they're about to run out. 250. Yeah, if I buy like... Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, okay, never mind. There's a 927 there. Okay, so I can probably buy... I can buy like, what, 1,000 of them, maybe? Even more? Technically gonna make profits. Technically gonna make profits. Should I risk it? Let's get down to 1,000 gold doing this. See how much money I can get back. So we are 2141. Let's get down to 1,000 gold. Fuck it. One more. Okay. Now we're down to 1,000 gold, baby. Woo! What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, no salvage rare available. Good. All right. 90. Oh my god. Oh yeah, by the way, I still have these guys too. 25 chance. This one has 20 chance, right? Might as well do this first. Get rid of it. It's in my way. 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 Okay, next. Ooh, almost can do 80. Let's do 75. I saw it as I clicked that one guy. Now, honestly, it kind of sucks because the price on it went down a lot. But it's still 70 gold, bro. It's still 70 fucking gold. I'm not gonna say no to that. What is this? Delusion. Delusion? What the fuck is this? That's staff? Wow. So fancy. Okay, where is it? Okay, let's keep salvaging. Dude, I can't believe I just got a fucking dawn. Holy shit. Dude, imagine I get a fucking dusk as well. Woo! 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 Yeah, I remember like 250 and still not a whole lot of these. Salvage. These guys are gonna make all my money realistically. Okay, how about this? This is nothing, garbage. Okay, how about this? Garbage as well. Okay, and then this was also garbage, right? Yep. So this 1, 2, 3. I also don't need this guy. Bam. Oh. And then the rest. Holy man. I'm so surprised I got the dawn. What the fuck? Okay, and then get rid of this. And do not compact. Fucking do not misclick that shit. Okay, 75. And then salvage it. Death Wish. Staff. I don't think I've ever seen this staff. What's this? Nothing? Alright. We'll get rid of it. Okay, sell this. Don't need to. Get rid of it. Okay. Okay, salvage. This is like the dumbest shit I've ever done, Guild Wars 2, I'm not gonna lie. Well, Sorry, this is the second dumbest shit I've ever done Guild Wars 2. The first one was buying that grinning skin. That would have been, that's the first thing that I've done that is like fucking stupid. Yeah. Alright, for the most part, I'll probably just gonna sell these guys and the Lucents. So I'm gonna put this guy here. I can't put that guy yet, so I'll do this. Berserkers. Salvage this. What a huge freaking gamble this thing is. Oh my god. Alright, gonna salvage these again. Emoji disappointed, straight up. Berserker, probably 50 silver, yeah, don't care. And Torch, don't care, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Damn, no glob, no glob. Fuck it. Okay. Next. 1, 2. And then salvage. Oh, it's going up here. Okay, so that's good. I was wondering why I'm not getting any. Is all. And salvage. Dude, if I get Dusk, Dusk would be very nice to get. Dusk, I would be very happy to get a Dusk right now, for sure. Dusk would be a blessing. Make all my money back. Well, not really, but a lot of my money back. Combustion? Nope. I thought of something else then. Combustion, give me some. Yeah, gave me one. Okay. I can do 71 actually. I'm gonna put this guy over here. Use it up. That is a question. Can I make my money back? That is the freaking question, isn't it? Jaffa's legging. This is actually kind of probably worth selling. Fuck it. Maybe you can get 2 Ectos out of it, you know? 166, 0. You get a Dire though. Dire sells for about the same, so get rid of it. Alright. 62. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Salvage or the rare. Um, 90. That's 65. No Dusks, man. No Dusks. What's this? Soul Shards. Love that all these named items show up and they're like just mean nothing. Like, great. Thanks. I feel like, am I crazy? I think like armor just doesn't give any Ectos. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. 61. Salvage. And then 62 salvage. Not amazing. Kind of stupid though for what I did. I know. Still fingers crossed for that Dusk, you know? Always gonna have my fingers crossed for a Dusk. Also gonna sell all of these Lucents, so that's nice too. 90, 60. Peak gameplay, by the way, I must say. There's a bit of Gamba. A little bit of Gamba, never hurt nobody. Nice. 4 stacks of 250 coming up. Hell yeah. Okay, this is 64. Should be enough. Big Gamba times. Give me the dusk, baby. No dusks. Spike Club. Okay. 56 and 81. Sell for 81. Okay, let me check. So 26. Okay, so they do. Never mind. So I could have just gotten rid of it. Okay. And 64. Ooh, we're gonna be so close. Gonna be 1 spot left. Okay. Salvage. Let's do it. Imes, Guard of Rebirth. Reward. Word. 29. Still 29. Not horrible, I guess. Okay. Oh, hold up. Just go there. Yeah, that's enough. I'm losing track of where my salvagers are at. No dusk, no dusk. Mine, all mine. Yeah. Give me the dusk, dust, dust. 64, no, 63. The limit. And then salvage. Yes. Still surprised I got the I mean, man, it's my lucky day after messing up that badly. Will it go through? It went through. Nice. Okay. And that went through too. Good. I can put this over here, this to there, and 59. Running out of space. And not the word I would use. What do I know? I think this is a much better sample size than the video I reacted to. Just saying. Much better sample size. 105, 105, 105, 107. Let's go. These are 1 gold a pop, right? Well, can't even check. 60. I think this is the last deck, and then I need to get rid of all the Lucents and shit. Imes writing something. Oh, this is like a whole set, huh? Imes set, whatever. Yeah. Okay, and then let's just finish this guy real quick. Then I'll start selling shit. Hero probably doesn't sell for anything. 84, not bad. But if I get 2 Ectos? Oh, 0 Ectos. Feels bad, man. Let's get rid of all these. Sell. Oh, they want to sell them though. I actually want to craft them, to be honest. If I am honest, probably better to craft them. If I remember correctly. How did you mess up earlier? I missed it. Oh, I bought, so I bought. Okay, so you see Ghastly Grinning Shield. People are buying for 1,000. People are selling the skin for 798. So I did the math. If I buy it for 798, or basically 800, and I sell it to this person for 1,000, I make 50 gold because 15% of it goes to shit. So 150 gold goes to the ether, but I make a 50 gold profit. The problem is these are not the same item. And I have no way to contact these people to sell it to them for 1,000. So yeah. And even if I could, then they'll be like, well, why won't I just buy the skin for 700? Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking, man. My brain just fucking decided to malfunction at that moment. And the funniest thing is, I'm pretty sure, like, as soon as I hit buy, I realized that I'm an idiot. Like, the moment I clicked buy, where am I going? Holy shit. The moment I clicked buy, I was like, oh my god, I'm so stupid. That's actually, like, I can't sell it to them. So yeah. So now I'm making my money back with gambling on pieces of rare unidentified gear. Now if I do pile of Lucent, okay, so I have 3,000 of these. Let's just do, oh my god, man, really? Let's do 100. So 100 of these would cost 92 silver. Let's do a calculator. 0.92. Oops. 0.92 times, what was it, 33? So that would be 30 gold, because that's how many I have, right? 3,300 or whatever. Yeah, 33. Or I can sell, let's say 300. Let's say 300. Okay, so let's do pile of crystal. Why am I like legit brain lag? Servers are having a hard time today. Not Lucent. Not Lucent. I want pile. Pile of Lucent crystal. Or I can do 300 of these. Let's do 30 and multiply by 10. That would be 28 gold-ish. Yeah, it's better to just sell these guys, it looks like, instead of crafting them. Oh, it's actually 89, it's not 92. Is it though? 222 times 33. Not 33. Yes. Okay, 89, 0.89 times 33. So that's 2937. You have to multiply by 90, not 30. And I'm not 37. Okay, wait, let's see. So I can craft 334. Let's say 300, right? So let's say I craft 300 pile of Lucent. Okay. But then I check the price for 10 piles of Lucent, which means I can sell 10 30 times. No, it's 334 piles. I'm not talking about the piles I already have. I'm only selling the stuff that I just made. Yeah. Okay, so this. So 0.96 times 30. Yeah, so it's still better. And again, this is if I do the hearts, the long sale. Yeah. No worries. Yeah, if I do the 9.5, it's even less. So overall, it's still better for me to just sell Lucent Motes at even the cheaper price. I would still be better off. I'll just do it like this, I guess. Sell. Oh, he wants a lot. He wants more than I have, so that's good for me. Yeah, he wants way more than I have, so we are totally fine with that. Right, sweet. So we sold all of that. Now, as far as these materials go, honestly, fuck it. I'll keep them. I need charms. I need them. These guys. Fuck it. I'll just keep all of these. They are not even... Well, skill is like, what, 3 gold? Yeah. So these are not in the equation at all. Wood logs, we'll have to deal with them for now. Alright. Let's do 90 at a time for now. And get back later to selling all of these. And again, we're still hoping for a dusk too. A dusk would be very nice. A dawn is not a problem too. A dawn is nice too. But we want a dusk for sure. Ayers short bow again. 70, okay. Nothing, okay. Pens always expensive. Why? I don't know, but they are. Zeds, come on. Oh my god, beta. Hell yeah, let's go. Unlikely I would make it with Ectos anyways, so we got this, no Ectos out of it. Life can just go and hang itself. Nothing interesting, okay. Salvage. You need to wait and sell Dawn until next Wizvault cycle if you sell it at all. The demand for Dawn is bad regardless of the time. Like, it doesn't even matter. Dawn just went downhill completely ever since the first Treasure Vault. Like, it doesn't even matter if it's on the cycle. As soon as the first legendary starter kit came out, Dawn dropped to like 80 gold. Now it's like 60. So it's like it's not going up much anyways. At least that's what I remember it. Okay, these are garbage. Yeah, so it's like the 20 gold doesn't really play much of a role. Nice, 2 of them, and we got a skin. Oh yeah, we will never use that skin, but at least we got it. 80, that's perfect. That's exactly what I have. Okay, salvage. Nope, not stock. Salvage rare. Dusk, for some reason, is still pretty expensive, though, so I'm very happy with Dusk. But yeah. I actually wonder, what are the chances Dawn even sold? Is 50 gold, so Dawn didn't sell, right? Yeah, selling Dawn, still selling. Yeah, 70 gold. So it's not really gonna go up much either. Even if it goes to like 80, it's not worth keeping it till that point. It's like, well, I mean, it's worth, but it's not really like something I care about. 10 gold, whatever. I'm not at the point where 10 gold is something I will be keeping an item for to like hope for it to go up. Honestly, I don't even think people would buy it because it's just so inefficient to buy it at this point. It's like I feel like just selling it for the price that people are asking for would probably be more beneficial. That's just what I think. like guarantee the sale. But since I already posted it, I already lost a few golds just for posting, so might as well keep it there. Okay, that's 50, fine, 50. Let's see if I can make it back to 2100 gold with all of these Ectos. That would be the day. That would be nice. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know why I couldn't even like see the use all button. It's crazy. It's actually funny that I'm doing this because yesterday or like 2 days ago, I made a video responding. Well, it's not responding, but like some guy made a video and I made a video following that about like, he said like how it's not worth salvaging rare equipment. And here I am trying to make a profit by buying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 2,500 ish or 2,750 unidentified rare equipment and see if I can actually make a profit with it. It's kind of wild. I feel like I can. I feel like, you know, my math was mathing something and it figured out that you actually make, you know, like a few golds per 250. Actually less than 250. I think you make like 10 gold every 200 or something like that. That was the math, something like that. Especially if you get something like, you know, Dawn or Twilight. Oh well, Dusk. Dusk would be a very nice thing to get. Yes, yes, yes. And I'll keep saying that it's nice to get because I want to get it. Give me Dusk. Shit. All right, this was the last stack. So next is selling all of these Ectos. Good time to sell it, I guess. Carry an amulet. These don't sell, right? Oh, you can. Wait, hold up. No, never mind. Not worth. All right, so and bam. Okay, let's start selling the Ectos. That's a lot of Ectos. Should I gamble on the Ectos? No. 20 more on the top row. Oh, the 20 I'm keeping. 20 were mine to begin with. And then these guys go back. Okay. You know what? I'll do 19. Fuck it. Might as well. I'm already at it. Let's do 19. Imagine you get a Dusk. Keep saying it, but like, we all know I'm not getting a Dusk. Oh my god, I almost deposited. Holy fuck. That would have been atrocious if I did. Oh fuck, this. Key. Okay. Let's sail. 250. Okay. The fuck is this? That undercut, bro. Did you see that undercut? All right. Let's see if shit sells. This shit, Ghastly Greeting Shield, is never gonna sell. This was such a fucking mistake. But, you know, if this sells, at least I'll make some of my money back. Instead of just wasting 800 gold, but I have no real hope for it. Also, you know what? I'm gonna keep the rest, fuck it. It's not a big deal. I need to use the wood, though. I want to use a lot of stuff, specifically wood. Okay, let me get rid of... I don't think I can get rid of wood with this guy. Let's get this guy. Oh my god, man. This is not what I planned. Who asked for the Greeting Shield, man? Who asked for it? Why did you make me do stupid mistakes? Oh, I'm already here. Yeah, whoever asked for the Greeting Shield, man. Thank you. Alright, get rid of these. I'll make these, whatever. I'll need the room. Then we need wood as well. Did I craft this? Yes, I need plank. Crafting components. There it is, elder wood planks. These are kept. God. Oh, we can probably do mithril too. Mithril is probably almost capped too now. Crafted this, and that's fine. Where's the ingots? Am I crazy? How do I not see it? Oh, refinement. There. I have 1600, so might as well. Oh my lord. Guess I'll craft 400 of these. I'm getting a lot of mithril. That's a lot of mithril. Now I need to remember where I was in the recordings too. Also, what else I want to record? Oh, I remember now. I want to talk about the previous legendaries. Aurora Vision. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. That's regarding, I guess, disclaimer about the legendaries, maybe. Something like that. Yeah, that'll probably be it. Holy, it's taking forever. Wait, this requires 10 globs and it only sells for 2 gold? Wow, that is such a fucking waste. I don't even know what it's for. Okay, mithril. Let's craft 400 real quick. Just to free up some space, because we're gonna need it. Holy. All because of one stupid ass shield skin, man. Jesus. The amount of gold I spent on it was literally that was actually the amount of gold I spent, even more than the gold I spent, to craft a legendary weapon. It basically cost me a legendary weapon craft. Fuck me, man. That is so sad, man. So sad. On a positive note, though, I have a shit ton of materials now that I can use to turn into research. Even though I'm using my chef for research notes, but now I can probably use mithril as well. As I was kind of running low on mithril. Not low, but like kind of low. Also, the other thing here is I need to go on this guy. You have it, right? Where are they? Who has them? I feel like he should have had them. No one else was crafting. Well, I mean, this guy was crafting, sure, but he shouldn't have them either. Hold up. I know how to look for them. Oh, never mind. I crafted 2 legendaries, not 1, so I used up all of them. Yeah. That makes sense. Blessing of the Jade Empress. Count. Blessing of the Jade Empress. I think, yeah, I should only have 1 right now, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I crafted 2 legendaries, not 1. True. Okay. I got these 2. Okay, we are back to recording. What are we recording? This part? Okay, so we got the disclaimer for End of Dragon. Let's see where I stopped with the recording. See what's up. And by the way, right now is probably like the worst time to. Oh, we got some money back though. Not the best time to sell because everybody's doing the beta. But hey, people are buying. I ain't complaining. Beta meeting. That's probably over here. Everybody wants that engineer amalgam. But where is... Oh, this is the ritualist. Okay. Evoker. Luminary. I actually want to know what Luminary does. Evoker, whatever. Paragon, whatever. Not something I'm interested. Paragon. Luminary. I do want to see what Luminary does. Problem is, like, they're all gonna change, so it's like, I don't care. Dude, are there no Mesmers, bro? Where are the Mesmers, man? Is nobody playing Mesmer? What the fuck? Alright, Dom, take it easy, bro. Okay, that's the Antiquary. Antiquary. What's this? Conduit. Don't care. Ah, finally, a Troubadour. A Troubadour at long last. Unlimited Blade Works Elite Skill. Names go burn. Love all crazy names. Okay, anyways. I don't care about too much because honestly it's just gonna change, so whatever. I don't know why I logged out of this character. So stupid. Yeah, buddy, money. We're still like 1,200 short, so like 700 short at the very least. Okay, so let's see where we stopped. We stopped over here. Okay, we talk about strike. You talk about mastery, whatever. Let's talk about NPCs. NPCs is next. I actually wonder. I don't think they exist. I know only like the one Dragon's End, but I don't think these guys exist, right? Anyone who sells for... Yeah, they don't exist. Only in Dragon's End. Okay. Okay. What's this number 1? Top fans. Yo, Dom is my top fan. Let's go. Right. Most important NPCs. Next on, we're going to talk about the important NPCs. That is exactly why we unlocked Arborstone Globalization, because it unlocks this specific NPC. Now, you won't be able to see what this NPC gives me, but I'll just go to the wiki and leave us. Okay, and what this NPC gives, once a week, you can buy antique summoning stones. 5 of them. I recommend getting all 5 if you can afford it, because they require different materials, so maybe you won't be able to. Okay, antique. Honestly, the one for 1 gold is not that big of a save, but whatever. So these antique summoning stones, okay, so they cost 130 gold. You need 100 of them. They cost less than the Grease, whatever it's called. But, you know. The other NPC you need to know, as we talked about with the fishing, located over here, the one on the left. Okay, you can get 5 of these per day. They require 10 of the ascended fish material. How do you get the fish material? You cut fish. Okay, ascended fish will give you that. So let's say I have a fugu fish. Man, I don't feel like cutting a fugu fish just because I know tomorrow for sure it will ask for a fugu fish. But anyways, when you double click one of the fish, oh damn, mackerel, nice. Why did I not know that I have mackerel? When you double click a fish, it will give you a fillet of the fish. And if you have 50 flawless fish fillet, again, like I said, if you really love fishing, yeah, you can get a bunch of chunk of ancient ambergris, and then once a day as well, you can get one more over here. He requires OPA. I don't have any OPA, so I can't get it. And again, personally, I kind of skip it. However, I would still highly recommend fishing, especially during downtimes between the metas or while waiting on the meta. Another important NPC, which again, this is a daily NPC. How important is he on a scale of 1 to 10? 5. Okay? He gives you Writs of Dragon End for karma, for Imperial Favor. Never buy for Imperial Favor. You're actually losing 5 Imperial Favors by doing so. Okay? Buy the ones for karma. Again, I can't show you because I already bought it. And buy the ones that require... It will give you 5 Writs of Dragon's End for 1 writ of every other map. Okay, so if you're doing events in, let's say, Echovold Wilds, it will give you a writ of Echovold Wilds. You do events in Kainan City, it will give you a writ of Kainan City. Once you have all 3 zones, Seitung, Echovold, and Kainan, you have all 3 writs. You can trade them once a day for 5 Writs of Dragon. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot. It's like, oh, wow, 10. You literally just, like, the gap is, like, the difference is 10. And then the one for Karma, that's another 5. So it's like 15 per day. Is this really that big of a deal? No. That's why I said it's like 5 out of 10. It takes no time. You just come here. He's by the waypoint. There's one over here. There's one over here. Right? Just go, talk to him, get them. 15 free, what do you call them? Free favors. You know, why not? The most annoying part is when you have like 2,480 favors and you need 2,500 and you're like, where the oh man, I have to go do an event. Well, guess what? If you got this NPC every day, you would not have that problem now, would you? Again, just a nice thing to think about. Okay, wow, that itch, holy shit. Let's talk about the legendaries. Okay, if you're an End of Dragons, that means you could have finished your Prismatic Champions Regalia by now, and you should have gotten your Sky Scale and your Griffin. More on that later, because those will be pretty important for the daily farming chests. If you have your Prismatic Champions Regalia, you finished all of the Return to, and by the way, this is the first legendary you should have gotten. After this legendary, I would go for one of these 4. Okay, whatever you're closest to. Vision and Aurora are essentially completely PvE, some events, some achievements, and then the crafting materials. They can get pretty expensive. However, Conflux costs you about the same in terms of materials, but also World v World tokens. So if you are ready for Conflux, go for Conflux. Okay, these are very expensive. If you do not have the gold to go for Conflux, this is why we're in End of Dragons. Farm End of Dragons as much as you can. Craft a weapon. Sell the weapon. Make 1,000 gold in profit. Okay, once you sell one weapon can basically, the profit of the one weapon, you can essentially craft 2 more legendaries. Okay, that's approximately how much profit you're getting from one legendary. If you just buy all the materials, you will make about another 1,000 gold in profit. Okay, but the materials will cost you half to like 3/4 of the materials of the gold that you made. Okay, however, while farming for the spirit shards and the clovers, you will be making some gold to offset that. Essentially, when you sell one legendary, you make approximately 1,000 gold in profit. Slightly more, I'm just giving you an approximation, like low end. Usually you're gonna make like 1,200 to 1,300 profit, but low end you make like 1,000 gold in profit. The materials themselves cost about 700 gold, okay, that you need for the weapon, and then spirit shards and clovers. Okay, those are just the ones that like you can't just keep buying them. You have to actually work for them. While you're working for them, you're saving money on the other stuff. What I like to do is, after I craft a legendary, let me go back to Arborstone real quick. Once I craft a legendary, this is what I like to do. This is not mandatory, obviously, but I don't know why I went here. Okay, let me pause that real quick. We're gonna edit this part out. I need to go to the merchants, to the crafting station again. Once I craft a legendary, this is what I like to do, because this is the thing that's going to be the most annoying. Okay, go to your crafter, the one who crafts weapons specifically. Okay, if you are able to craft weapons, you're able to craft gifts of whatever. Technically, you can also do them on an artificer and maybe one more, I'm not sure. Either way, go to this guy and start pre-purchasing what you need for the next gift. You don't have to do this. This is what I would do. Okay, I go to the merchant, to the crafting station, gift of bones. Okay, what do I need? I have 37, so I need 63. All right, cool. Quantity 63, and always just order them. You are going to save like 10, 20, 30 gold overall. But the more you buy, the more you save, essentially, from the gap, from the difference in prices. Okay, dang, we made 1,000 gold back already? Hell yeah, how many more do I have to sell? Jesus, what's going on, man? Okay, we sold all of the globes. Got 1,000. Have the dawn. Okay, I think I actually lost money. I actually lost money on the gamble, you know, because we started 2,100. Anyways, back to the gifts. Okay, so the gifts, right? So, you know, always have. This is like the thing that will like kind of like hold you back the most after like spirit shards and mystic. Now, this is especially if you plan on crafting the next legendary you craft will be using these, but always try to have a gift of condensed magic and gift of condensed might ready to go. These ones are the ones that are going to cost you like 400 to 600 gold. So use the profit you made to make sure you already have this ready. Because the last thing you want to do is forget about them when you're crafting your next legendary, spending all your gold on everything and being like, oh bro, like I have like 100 gold and I still need these two. Okay? These are used in so many legendary craftings that like you might as well have them. Many legendary crafting, specifically I believe the accessories and the rings, require 2 of each. Which means you might want to sell 2 legendary weapons before you start crafting your other legendary. Again, that is up to you. I didn't craft that many legendary weapons in order to get these. There are other things you can sell. The easiest way to know if you have money, okay, and this is a very, very important resource, is Guild Wars 2 efficiency, okay? I'm not going to show you how to set it up, but basically, once you have it set up, you can go to your account, okay? you can go to your material storage, wherever that is, material storage, okay? You can sort it by how much you can sell, okay? So it will tell you the value, okay, total sell price of what you have here, okay? And then just go through it, whatever you don't need, and you need, like when you need gold and you don't need these things, get rid of them, okay? You would be amazed to find out how many things you have that you never thought about or needed and you picked up, and then you can make a bunch of gold off of, okay? This is your #1 source of income after like playing for very long hours and being like, well, where the fuck am I going to get some money? Okay, this material storage is the way to go. Okay, so once you figure that out, okay, sell 1 legendary, get your 2 gifts of condensed magic, condensed might, right? Sell some stuff from your material storage. You are going to be ready for the most part to craft an accessory if you have everything else, okay? Let's say I want to craft Conflux. Again, this is why I love Guild Wars 2 efficiency, okay? Let's say I want to craft Conflux. Let's say we're not using my own materials. I don't know why I did no on the other one. Okay, it would cost me 1,729 gold. Why? Because some things here, and I believe it's Mystic Tribute, okay, 2 gifts of condensed, 2 gifts of condensed might and magic, the 77 Mystic Clovers, the 250 Mystic Coins, okay? Mystic Tribute is freaking expensive. Okay, let's do Aurora. How much Aurora costs me if I don't have anything? About the same. Why? Mystic Tribute, okay? Mystic Tribute is one of the most important things. And again, why is it the most important things? Because of these stupid gifts, okay? Make sure you have at least 1 gift of each before crafting most legendaries, okay? Let's say I want to craft Obsidian Legendary, right? Obsidian Heavy Greaves. Can you guess what I need for Obsidian Heavy Greaves? Okay. Oh, Gift of Condensed Might. Okay. If it was the gloves, I believe. Gloves. Or what is it called? Gauntlets, I guess, because it's heavy. Right? If I go for the gauntlets, I need... Well, no, still might. One of them requires magic, I swear. Let's go with helmet. If this one requires... Okay, and this one requires magic, okay? So always have one of them, you know, at all times. It saves you a lot of trouble, and then you also know that how much gold you actually need. Okay, so that's like my main tip for like, if you craft and sell legendaries, make sure to get another gift of condensed magic or might, or both ideally. Always in store, just because you'll be ready, because this one is a bit, you kind of forget about it. Last but not least, let's talk about daily farms. Okay, so you already have all of your daily farms. We're gonna recap them at the end of the video. We're gonna change some things that are needed to be changed, if they are needed to be changed. But daily farm added to your rotation. This is an alt park, okay? There are 4 chests. These chests drop some really good stuff. Now I can't loot them anymore because, you know, it is what it is. But you can get a jade tablet, whatever it's called. Okay, you can get jade. It's like 1 gold, like 80 silver per. Sometimes you can get 2 of them from a chest, and you need 100 of them to craft your legendary. So if you do this every day, you get 4 to 6 usually. Technically it's 4 to 8, but more realistic 4 to 6 of these jade plaques, whatever they are, which saves you a lot of time. Okay, get 6 a day. What is that? Less than 20 days, 18 days, something like that. 17 days. Okay, 17 days and you get your 102 plaques. Okay, so one of them is here. We are located right now at the Jade Gate waypoint. It's the eastern part of Echo Vault Wilds. Okay, this is one of them. Okay, I'll just show you my route real quick of how I like to do it and not mess that part up, but it is what it is, happens to the best of us. Okay, one more is over here. This one, you might need to research how to get this one, because it will actually, like, unless you finish something, this is why I said to the guy to finish the story. There's a part in the story that won't let you enter that cave unless you finish the part in the story. Anyway, so that's the second one. If you can't access it, just Google wiki why you can't. Usually it's something locked behind the story. Anyways, after that we go up to here, the JTAC zipline all the way up. This is only if I'm starting from this side. If I'm starting from the other side, this is not an issue. Okay, from here we're just gonna go up on this tree, up onto that tree. Okay, from here we're gonna dash, double dash into a griffin. Okay, very important to hit the proper... Nice, okay, and then right up here. Okay, try to avoid this guy. He can be a dick. Okay, that's one more chest. This chest you can just tap and you pick it up. All of the chests so far you can just tap and pick up, except maybe like the first one. Okay, this one you just tap and pick up, so that's good. After that we use another griffin. Okay, griffon, and go all the way around and we get to this spot where there is one more. Okay, there's usually this asshole over here. You just have to kill it and then grab it, because you actually can't insta pick this chest up. You have to like channel it. So if you have clones, if you can do it with invisibility, if you can kill it, this guy hurts a lot, so like, you know, just be careful. If you can draw it out, let it channel something and blink onto this, yeah, like there's many methods you can avoid him, but for the most part usually I just kill him and pick up the chest. So these are the 4 chests. Okay, if I start from here, I pick this, go to the Phoenix, then I go to the bottom. Okay, so then I go to the bottom one, right? This is the bridge. Go down, pick it up, and then go all the way up and pick up that chest where you saw me spawn at the beginning of this portion of the video. Okay, I think that's it. I think that is all I needed to record today. Let's see, we got the metas, we got the levy, we got the masteries, we got the importance of fishing, we got the NPCs, we got the strikes, we got the daily chests, we got the NPCs, I said that already. And then the last thing is I have to record it while... Well, I need a list, but like I'll need to do the list with the other thing, because I need to look at Icebrood Saga. The last thing I said was Icebrood Saga, like the daily list, and adjust that to End of Dragons. I talked about the legendaries. Fuck, man, what else? What did I not talk about? I feel like I didn't talk about something. What's this? The audio stream current bitrate 0 is lower. Oh yeah, because I turned off the audio for the game. Yeah. That's why. I think that's it, no? What else did I forget? I don't want to talk about challenge modes right now. Doesn't matter. We got the fractals, that's already in the list. Got the fishing. I'm trying to think if I forgot some farm in End of Dragons. And there is another minor meta, but whatever. I did say something about Yaladel, but I think I just said it's not important, right? Fuck, I don't want. Do I have to redo it? Oh my god! Like good luck figuring out which one, which is which now. Jesus. When it comes to the metas, okay, each is wrong for me at this point. Yeah, I think this one's the wrong one. We need this one, right? while doing these metas, in its minimum of down, not this one, this one. In terms of dragons, nope. I guess this one. While doing these metas, as I mentioned, you do want to try to fish as much as you can. There is downtime. No, okay, so maybe it's this one. When it comes to the metas, okay, each meta, one in Seitung, one in New Kainan City, one in Echo Vault, and one in Dragon's End. When you finish the meta, you're gonna get one of these rewards, each one corresponding to the location. Okay, so I talk about that. That's not where I talk about. Oh my god. In terms of ambergris, personally, ambergris, no, it's a few more per day or per week. Ambergris component, the meta trophy from all 4 metas, the key metas. Okay, we'll talk about it in a different video, that's fine. Alright guys, let's talk about the metas. There is 4 important metas, and honestly, I never do it. It's great for resources. Okay, there. So I do talk about Galadel and how I don't do it. Okay, should I talk about the map completion? Should I talk about the map completion? Or is that kind of like self-explanatory? Well, I guess this is a new one, because I don't think lanterns... I think lanterns are new to EOD, right? Like they were introducing EOD. Let me just check real quick. Guild Wars 2, when were lanterns introduced to map completion repeats? Galarian Plan with Limiting Omnitas merged just to the obscure. No. When was it introduced? Lanterns for map completion released. Are further map completions you can do on a character that already has done a map completion on the map. Why do we not get any gift of Nias for completing the map? It's solo map exploration gifts. Are there lanterns for Path of Fire for map completion? Most of Path of Fire map completion is achieved by interacting with lanterns, not by traditional map exploration with waypoints and POIs. This means you don't need to fully reveal the map, interact with all waypoints and points of interest as you would in other zones. Instead, each map has a set of lanterns that, when activated, will grant you the map. Wait, what? What? Excuse me, I need to... That does not sound familiar. Because I feel like I had to explore Path of Fire for one of the gifts. Or, I don't even know. Maybe I didn't explore. I don't know. Let's do the pathing. Take it. Map completion for Path of Fire. Yeah, it's still waypoints, vistas, and all that stuff. So if I go to routes, and I go to Crystal Desert, holy man. Oh, I have this. Yeah. So it was introduced in End of Dragons. Okay. Let's go to my favorite. It's probably End of Dragons though. Dragon's End. Let's go from here, I guess. Let's have to get through the gate. Actually, no, it starts from the waypoint. Now that I think about it. Okay, this is the last thing that I needed to do. Map completion. In terms of map completion, End of Dragons introduced something new for repeat map completions. Okay, so you no longer have to, well, I mean, the first time you do, you have to explore everything. You have to get all of the point of interest, all of the hearts if there are any, the vistas, you know, the waypoints, and the hero challenges, okay? However, starting End of Dragons, they introduced the lantern system, which basically after you do a map completion on a character, you can start clearing the map or re-exploring the map on the same character for the same map completion reward, right? By lighting lanterns. Okay, how do you light these lanterns? You need charges of jade power. Okay, so just go pick up a battery, light them up, etc., etc. Each map is different. I think End of Dragon's End has like 56. I think Echo Vault has like 60 or 58 or 61. Doesn't matter. The way you find it is you just do lighting Dragon's End, for example, lighting Echo Vault Wilds, lighting. Okay, so these are these ones. Maybe Lantern. Kaineng. Okay, so the problem is like the mastery name is really bad. Yeah, I don't even remember what it is to like do the lanterns for Kaineng. Either way, and this is why I don't remember, because I am using the pathing, right? Pathing, tech hits, map completion, End of Dragons. Give me the routes for the lanterns. Okay, don't give me the barefoot or the griffin or the hero points. Give me the lanterns. Okay, and then you get the lanterns for all the 4 zones. Finish them, get the map completion, etc., etc. It is substantially faster to do this, so just get one character that is fast. I like doing it on my Mesmer because Blink and Portals and Jaunt, you know, like on my Mirage, right? I like to do it on the Chronomancer because he has 25% movement speed increase, and there are some places where you can't mount, so it really helps, right? So, you know, figure out which one you want to do it on and do it on them. But yeah, that's as far as map completion goes. End of Dragons, and after it, like Soto and Janthir, I believe Janthir because I haven't done map completion there. They're using this system, which is a lot more accessible, and you don't have to keep repeating hearts and stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now to compile it all together, put it on a CD, and load it up to the VCR. Okay, none of that, what I just said, made any sense, but that's fine. Anyways, I'm hungry. I finished doing what I wanted to do today with this. I also reacted to World of Warcraft. Now all that is left is to compile all of this nonsense that I'm saying into one congruent video. Obviously, if I miss some stuff, I'll have to add it later. And then I'll probably post it tomorrow. Well, I'll probably finish editing it tomorrow. Post it tomorrow. And yeah. That's pretty much it. Yo, Evan, you're still here, brother. Before I leave, do you have any further questions about anything? Just in case, you know? I don't want to leave a dude hanging. Alright, sounds good. I honestly think Janthir and Soto, I'll just do one video because they're really not big. Alright, sounds good, man. Thanks. Yeah, I do think those are not big. Yeah, I think Soto has almost nothing to offer. Like, has nothing to offer. Like, nothing new I can really talk about. There's nothing really, like, worth talking about. Just the one NPC for the... What do you call it? For the crystals. Go back to vids if I need to catch your streams, if I need any more help. Yo, sounds good. And then what do we have? What do we even care about in Soto? only if you want to craft the legendary spear or the legendary back piece, which I don't even recommend doing. So yeah, there's really not much to do there. Man, I really lost money today. Holy fuck me, man. God damn. So disappointed. Stupid ghastly greening shield skin. If it doesn't sell in a week, fuck it. I'll use it. My friend is a huge fan of this shield, and I tell him like, hey, look what I got. And he'll be jealous, and I will not tell him how badly I fucked up in order to get this shield. And yeah, that would be it, that. Oh man, stupid ass shit. Anyways, I'm out. See ya. Thanks for sticking around.